bomb. Found and recovered the bomb diffuser. 10 seconds to go. Actively drop the bomb diffuser. Attackers are activating.
Ok, bonjour tout le monde, comment allez-vous? Je me rends compte qu'on a un petit quelque chose qui ne se passe pas tel qu'on aurait voulu l'avoir, à savoir c'est le map ban. On a vu comme un petit problème, une petite problématique où c'est qu'il y avait eu comme un map ban qui avait freeze, NTNS, le système avait suggéré, ou il avait considéré qu'il avait pick theme park, mais c'était juste un gros freeze. Finalement, ils voulaient pick Oregon, fait qu'on a recommencé le map ban tout juste avant que le stream commence, puis on est rendu là. Finalement, ils ont pick Oregon, OnlyFans allait pick Clubhouse, et le NTNS ban theme park, et ainsi de suite. Bon, donc, tout ça pour expliquer ou pour justifier pourquoi je suis encore en train de commencer le stream à la dernière minute. Comment allez-vous? Bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir. Pour la première fois depuis longtemps, on va avoir un stream en français, 2 équipes francophones, pas de co-caster anglais pour... C'est toujours le fun d'avoir une discussion, hein, mais pas de co-caster anglais avec nous ce soir. Je suis malheureusement seul et sans amis, mais ça arrive. Ça arrive quand on est antisocial et sauvage comme moi. OnlyFans contre NTNS Gaming. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut dire à propos de ces deux équipes-là? De 1, on est encore dans le bracket des gagnants. C'est le round numéro 2, fait que là, il restait 4 équipes. Il y avait un match entre la Dream Team qui est devenue la Impact Esports, la team d'Alvin, le 15% Bro, contre Mishmash Gaming, qui était comme, vu qu'il y avait 4 équipes là, dans la ronde des gagnants, ben, c'était ce match-là. C'est la Mishmash Gaming qui l'a gagné de manière vraiment unilatérale. Là. Je pense que c'était 2 games en 7-1. Vraiment très déséquilibré. Ce qui est surprenant parce que Mishmash avait perdu face à 15% dans la saison passée. Saison des tournois, mais saison passée quand même. Cette partie-ci mise de côté, par exemple, parce que là, ici, on veut parler d'autre chose, n'est-ce pas? Eh bien, ici, si on regarde OnlyFans contre NTNS Gaming, à quoi est-ce qu'on peut s'attendre? Eh bien, de point de vue statistique, les chiffres viendraient suggérer une victoire de la part de l'OnlyFans. Je m'explique, c'est pas particulièrement compliqué à comprendre. Si on regarde les résultats, NTNS ont gagné 6 games, en ont perdu une seule dans la main season. La seule game qu'ils ont perdu d'ailleurs, c'est face à l'Impact Esports, ce qui est quand même un très bon ratio, fortement positif. Par exemple, OnlyFans, eux, légèrement meilleurs, 7-0. Donc, les deux équipes sont vraiment sur un pied d'égalité, à peu près aussi bon que ça qu'on pourrait s'attendre, considérant la situation. Mais encore, si on devait, de point de vue statistique, chercher quelle équipe aurait hypothétiquement l'avantage avant de commencer, il faudrait aller donner la couronne à la OnlyFans. Notre map ban vient de se terminer. On est maintenant en train de choisir les sides. Donc, comme vous pourrez voir, Oregon, Clubhouse, puis si jamais on en a besoin, encore une fois, je pense que c'est relativement possible, Villa va être notre 3e map. OnlyFans ont décidé de commencer à l'attaque sur Oregon, donc il y a ça qui va avoir été pick. On va juste continuer à démarrer le jeu parce que ça va être nécessaire. Voilà. Ceci étant dit, si je reviens ici, là, ça va être la NTNS Gaming qui vont pouvoir choisir le side sur Clubhouse. Je vais juste accéder à Storm. C'est à votre tour de choisir le side sur Club. Voilà. Ah, ils viennent de le pick. Ils viennent de le pick. My bad. Et donc, cette interface-là ne le montre malheureusement pas, mais tiens, en bas là, Villa aussi, on choisit les sponsors au tout début, pas comme la nouvelle façon de faire de la Pro League. Ça, on va le faire à la prochaine saison, mais pour l'instant, on garde le résultat ou on regarde le fonctionnement habituel. Et donc, c'est au hasard que la team qui va choisir le sponsor de la troisième map est décidée au hasard. Dans ce cas-ci, c'était la NTNS Gaming. Puis la NTNS Gaming a décidé de commencer à la défense sur Villa, si jamais on devait en venir jusque-là. Ceci étant dit, hop... Oh. Je me fais texter par les joueurs parce que j'avais ajouté des mesures anti-triche supplémentaires. Puis je comprends que c'est un petit peu lourd pour les joueurs, mais il va falloir regarder ça. Tu dis que tu peux pas starter Moss? Let me try something. When you realize both teams are French, so I will not understand anything the whole stream. Oh, Kenny. If you want, I could maybe try to do something in English. Okay. Fentix dit ça fait un bail. Hey, if we have enough anglophones in the chat, I don't mind switching to English. Yeah, and now it is totally English people and ENGLISCH English. Oh. I said mishmash. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. God damn it. We want English. Would it be one for English? I guess I can do that. Yeah, absolutely. Let me just do something real quick because I had asked the players to start their mouse recordings before proceeding with update. Go for it. Let me just. So that is when you have like production and everything at the same time. Okay, yeah, they're tapping, but I'm not going to be reading that too much. Okay, yeah, so I am officially switching to English. Just to recap what I was saying before, you know what's give me 30 minutes with a delay. There you go. Sarah's voting Arabic. Yeah, so the presentation I was making, or the case I was making before, when you heard, oh, he said mishmash. This is the only other match we had, like, this is round number 2 of the playoffs. I.e., there's only 4 teams remaining in the winner's bracket. One match was between Mishmash and 15% Bro, which then became Dream Team, which now are Impact Esports. And Mishmash Gaming won that game by a long margin, right? 7-1, both matches. And this is the other match of the winner's bracket. And this match, I gotta say, is looking fantastic. OnlyFans, of course, had a flawless track record. 7 victories, no defeats so far as the main season is concerned. NTNS Gaming have an extremely similar track record. It is not flawless as they have won 6 matches and lost 1. But at the same time, there's perfect and there's really goddamn good. And I mean, having a 6-1 track record is still very impressive. Let's prepare the match real quick. Custom game, create online, regular game. Okay, so they have added new game servers since the last update. Okay, yeah, US game lift, US East, please create a spectator. There we go. And this is a competitive match. Yes, and yes, I hardly care. Let's invite. Oh yeah, no, not using the overlay because it's still making my computer crap, or it's still lagging as all hell. OnlyFan here. Invite to the game and .ntns. I use NTN. Wait. Roster changes are frequent. Wow. I am going to take the time that I do have on at hand right now to make one or two announcements. Item number one is the qualifications or the registrations for the open qualifiers for next season are officially open. That means if you wanted to play, now might be your time. They're going to be, the qualifiers themselves will be on January 23rd, 24th. So it's still more than a month away. You have plenty of time to find a team to get your roster together and then to register. Nothing is, too last minute, or you don't have to stress it out too much. That is item number one. Item number two, and I'm talking specifically to the players or to the players of the current teams. We have this, I called it the mentorship program, where if you refer a team to the open qualifiers and they end up qualifying to the to the next season, basically, then I'm knocking off $5 off of your next season's entry fee. So there's that. As far as next season is going to run, I use this here. Let me just invite Sarah's one more time. As far as next season is concerned, the main things that are going to be updated are the formats and rules, slight updates to the rules because they are ever evolving. The format itself is going to be changing to a double GSM format. So that is exactly like Pro League does right now. We are going to be also launching a relegation system. So that means the teams that were in the top 8 this season, aka the teams that made the playoffs, will be staying in the Titans League, which is our quote-unquote higher league, our equivalent to a Pro League, even though we're nowhere near pro level. And the teams that did not make top 8, they're going to be relegated to our lower league, which we're going to be calling the Chimera League. Of course, if some teams decide to not join next season, those spots are going to be up for grabs in the open qualifiers. And, me not knowing, or the teams having yet to register again for the next season makes it so that we don't know exactly how many spots are going to be up for grabs. But that's item number one. Item number two, qualifiers. Item number three, double GSM. So that means the matches should be way, way, way more balanced on average and way more interesting. Though the actual amount of matches for a team that is low performing is likely to be somewhat lower. It is a bit of a trade-off, but the matches, once again, are supposed to be way more interesting. That is absolutely what we're aiming for. With that being said, one other thing that you might want to take into consideration, jumping back to this very match, is simply put that you can type in chat !vote and let us know who you think is going to win the, oh gosh, the poll has been deleted when I, okay, yeah. Hit in chat !vote and let us know who you think is going to win this matchup. Orange team and players are already in there, but OnlyFans will be attacking first, so OnlyFans will have to pick the blue team, I guess. Let me just update this real quick. Yeah, so the quals. Oh yeah, also type !quals in chat if you want to have the link to register to the... Oh gosh, I didn't update yeah. Quals are free of... there's no entry fee for the qualifiers, by the way. So you don't need to bust out the credit card or bust out the PayPal info if you want to play. Yeah, so the vote thing. Okay, so many things to do at once. I try to prepare everything beforehand, but then something breaks and I have to redo something midstream. That is always the case. Okay, so players, 8 people are in here so far. Our first map was going to be Oregon. Oregon's like towards the end, isn't it? It's right there. Okay. And the attacking team is going to be OnlyFans. So let's put OnlyFans here. Yeah, let's put OnlyFans on. Everyone laugh at Percy. He's called Kozak. Please don't say this. Plus, the screen itself right now is a bit too small for the people on stream to be able to read that. Yeah, let's keep OnlyFans on the orange team and I'll just switch things up on the other side. Blue team is therefore going to be NTNS Gaming. There we go. In my options, let's put this...
You might cut off and...
Oh no, I was just typing the team names and the one letter was my push to talk button.
Oh, okay.
You're good. So Angel OnlyFans are all here tonight. That is amazing. And I believe I saw
Your
in
team
chat.
names are wrong, Jens.
Oh, my bad.
Wrong sides.
Yep, wrong sides. Yeah, so that's NTNS Gaming. NTNS Gaming and OnlyFans. There you go. Yeah, so I believe in chat, Sarah was saying I had to force restart my computer, so there's going to be, I guess he was exaggerating, but 35 minutes of delay. And at this point, we are never really truly on time since we actually start the map in itself by the time the game is supposed to start. By the way, talking once again to the players or to the viewers for what it's worth, if that is problematic to you, absolutely do let me know. And starting next season, I'm absolutely open to have like the map end start 10 to 15 minutes before the match is supposed to start so that we can actually start fragging by the time the clock hits 8 p.m. in that instance. Okay, so this right here is ready. Oregon, we have that in the match. No, not here. Kanama, you're gonna have to actually type, to actually click on the link. In the options, also let's disable the bottom left corner, the display game info to have the stream as clean and minimalistic as possible. Also, let's disable the FPS counter. There we go. Thank you very much. So, Sarah's saying, bro, my my computer has yet to finish booting up. That is unfortunate. That is truly not 2020, I want to say, because, yeah, Sarah, don't you have a don't you have an SSD hard drive? And if you don't, I'm just gonna say this: at that rate, I mean, you are on your track to make at the very least top 3. Once again, top 3 teams are the ones that are receiving parts of the prize pool money. And therefore, if you stay on the current track, well, you might as well use that. You might as well use that payout money to buy yourself some PC upgrades. Let's just jump right here, and oh, I see it is actually like 50-50. But I also would like to share this with you guys. So let's just wait a few moments till the map band fades out and the other thing fades in. There you go. Oh, okay, it is no longer exactly 50-50, but 56%. It looks like people do have faith in OnlyFans, but your margin is slim. It's small. It's small. Oh, I can see my desktop. LFG. For a good show, come and see my OnlyFans. Wow. Wow. Okay, yeah, so it is unfortunate because I don't have a co-host to bounce ideas off of tonight, nor do I have somebody to just trade, say, points of views with. So the unfortunate thing is, for example, I'm just going to remiss about Giraffe Rue's absence. She's an amazing commentator and analyst, and she would have watched these teams' VODs before the stream to figure out how they play, to then analyze and explain that. I am not that well educated, so I'm just going to go here and talk about really rudimentary and obvious things. Both of these teams, they were not in the same group, okay? So they haven't played against each other yet. However, I believe OnlyFans, they registered only because NTNS did register at the beginning of the season, going back a few months at this point. The idea is they wanted to play against NTNS, so it was kind of unfortunate for them, for OnlyFans in that instance, when by sheer luck or lack thereof, they ended up being drafted both in separate groups and the separate pools, so they couldn't play against each other, and they kind of had to bank on the fact that both of their teams were going to make it into the playoffs. Looking at their team's player levels, it was not surprising at all. I mean, they did manage to get into the playoffs, and with a heavy margin to spare. Once again, OnlyFans went 7-0, and NTNS Gaming only 6-1, quote unquote only. But yeah, so there is a rivalry between these two teams. Both teams absolutely do know each other, and I think this is going to change the dynamic somewhat because they're not going against unexpected or unknown opponents. They can also VOD each other, see how they take, all that good stuff. But furthermore, they know their players personally, and that can also have repercussions which we're not exactly going to be seeing, even if it happens directly under our noses. For example, if I am going to go on a limb and say Lycos from NTNS. Picking his name at random here just to make to make an example. Not that is the case, but say he is easy to be ticked off or to be annoyed. Well, then imagine if, for example, picking Jackal and picking Dokubi or Line, you know, that kind of stuff, to specifically counter roam him, and if he was to be like a crazy good fragger, basically the core structure, the core component that keeps the team together, well, then ticking this one guy off to make him basically lose his shit, and therefore just playing mind games, you know. I mean, you're allowed to play Dokubi, for example, right? That could be really interesting, and of course they won't be swearing in chat and that kind of stuff, because that would be heavily frowned upon in the idea or in the atmosphere of keeping everything of a sportsmanship-like interest. That sentence is not grammatically correct, but I do believe you still get what I'm trying to say. Sarah is saying, I have it at an SSD, but... Wait, Sarah, are you saying you have an SSD, but you are too... I don't want to say lazy, because it's a bit more aggressive than what you said or how you said it in French. But you don't exactly care enough to take the time to switch windows on the SSD. Okay. Here. If you win this season, if OnlyFans wins first place, once the pandemic is over, as a first prize winner, I'm just gonna stack this on top. No matter where you are within the province of Quebec, I will drive to your place and install Windows on your SSD. Does that sound like a deal to you? Wow, okay. Le Berger saying it will be a good match. You know what I should do, however? Just go in the Twitch settings and tag the stream as being in English, because we are no longer exactly speaking French. What did I just hit as a... Okay, here's a question to you guys. When you hit the mouse buttons, the thumb buttons on your mouse, by default, what do they do? Because it just went to my last page in the history of that specific browser tab, and I of course misclicked or hit that thumb button on accident, so that was unfortunate. There we go. Also, let's like shut down those other things that were open. Okay. Kendama saying aka 15 minutes. Yeah, we are like 15 minutes late at this point. Well, we're gonna be a bit late, and that is going to be fun, he says sarcastically, because on a personal level I'm a bit sleep deprived. Haven't had too many good nights of sleep in the last few days, so that is something I will be struggling with tonight, but of course I will be doing my absolutely dang best for your viewing pleasure. I did try to have a few co-hosts with me tonight, but unfortunately they all fell through. That happens. I mean, most are students and the like, because, you know, adult workers and, you know, family fathers, and most of the audience or the Rainbow Six crowd is male. Not opening up that kind of worms, but taking the male pronoun as an example or as a statement. I mean, students do have more time, so most of the crowd here tends to be student or on the younger side, younger adults, right? But this is the end of the semesters for me and my fellow students out there, so they are not too free with me tonight, or too free to help out with me tonight. That happens. You know, part-time jobs do take priority over this, and simply just feeling blue is also a valid reason, because at the end of the day, people that would be helping me out are volunteers, and if the timing is not right for them, I have no real reason, motivation, or right to force them to be here. So in chat, people are saying go OnlyFans, go. Start saying K. Yeah, at this point, how many votes are there? I am curious. So there are 8 votes for OnlyFans and 6 for NTNS Gaming. So that's the thing, right? You can only see the percentage, but you don't know how many people actually voted in these things. And to be totally frank with you guys, this is as many votes as we've had in a long time. The viewership engagement tonight is amazing. Kendama saying ban Sarah's. The game is starting up again. He will be in the lobby soon, and therefore he won't be in chat for too longer. Or if he still is in chat when the game starts, that would be a distraction and more of a liability for him, I guess. So hey, it's up to him. The door gives you PTSD. Can I close it? Yeah, sure. Close the door. Sure. Oh, because it's crooked, right? There you go. So the one thing, is that a fly? Okay. I don't know I don't know where the people are from, especially our American friends, but it's snowing outside and there's a fly in here. How are you still alive? Not even gonna bother with that tiny life form. Yeah, but I know things look crooked on the sides and I don't know why, because the camera is level, more or less. I mean, for example, look at the table behind me. It's fairly level. It's not, is it a bit, if I do this, does that look a bit more level to you guys? I don't know. Okay. But with that being said, the custom game has 14 minutes to go before the lobby closes, so that should be a good indicator that we've been here for quite some time, and Sarah was saying the game is starting, so it won't be too long before we actually start, before we actually jump into it. Yeah, but to be honest, I really am GoFundMe Sarah's PC. Did you really did this? Kunai, is that a true link? Is it real, or is it like a troll or something? Let me click on that. I have learned to not click on links on stream, on air, because once I went to a Twitter profile that had liked a few explicit images, and that could have been bad if anybody at Twitch was seeing that. But no, it is just loading, and it says URL not found. It's GoFund with a U though. There's no, it's GoFound me the way you wrote it. Sarah's PC. Yeah, that is no real link. Okay, but the gag was really good though. Peeps, please stop. Don't be mean. Have you have to get up at 4 p.m. 4 a.m. Le Berger, let's go. Let's absolutely go. Oh boy, I have so many plans for next season. I would love to talk about next season. Sarah's saying in the lobby. Are you though? Let me talk to the guy who's in game chat. So Sarah says he's in the lobby. Is he though?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let me know when he's there.
He's gonna pop up now.
Awesome. Thank you, Kozak. Yeah. Also, as a quick reminder, everybody did start their mouse recording before launching the game, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Max, how do I vote for NTNS? Okay. All right. So I see everybody's in the lobby. So, oh gosh, Orange Team's attacking first. Let me just set that into the settings. Almost forgot about that. Almost did forget about that.
Settings.
All right. So you know the drill. Your mouses are all running. So are you ready to go?
Yeah, I just want to make sure you check Angel Must after the game because this guy's fucking cheating, but...
Angel. All right. I mean...
No need to check Yasin's though.
Yeah, no worry about Yasin, he's dog shit.
All right. I don't know if you were trolling or if you really truly wanted me to check it.
No, I'm trolling. Don't
Okay,
do
okay.
it.
But one way or another, we're gonna have to play the game first. So with that being said, good luck, have fun, and may the best team win. Let's jump right into it, guys. It has been long enough. So without further ado, our first map of the day is going to be Oregon. And did you just see what I did there? With these snowflakes at the top of the screen. It is Christmas time. Oh, I wanted to be wearing a Christmas hat tonight. Like the typical Santa Claus, red with like white lining hat. Next week though. Yeah, let's just shut that down. We are playing Oregon, if it matters at all. And our first band from NTNS Gaming is going to be Thatcher. Really, does it come to a surprise at this point anymore? The true, honest answer should be no. I mean, Thatcher really is just so good with utility that you really do have to get him out of there. Especially since the new update, right? Because at this point, utility has become a bit more scarce, or counter utilities, let's say, has become more scarce for the defenders. So the jack of all trades that can just destroy everything, or disable, should I say, everything, now really has to go game after game after game. Jackal, of course, is a great anti-roamer, and this was OnlyFans' ban, so I guess they would like to be roaming when they're going to be on the defensive side, is really what it entails, because after all, they're attacking first, so they're really just thinking this ahead of time. Wamai is going to be an interesting ban because he has been severely limited in terms of strength and therefore in terms of okay, so it's saying I'm joking. Let me just run the overlay ban. Okay, so real quick, just to translate what he said, they know each other. So if they're trolling or insulting each other, it would be sarcasm more than anything else. I said, got it. I'm gonna keep that in mind, but please do stay civil in game chat. So yeah, don't worry. It's just tough love and that kind of stuff. Okay. So our first defense is going to be a laundry room and supply room. Basement defense, aka, and it's really interesting because I feel like I'm beating a dead horse because it's the same map game after game, right? So I'm saying the same thing when I'm talking about the map itself. But before the update, before the rework, digging up ancient history here, the map was pretty well balanced in the sense that both the bottom basements, the bottom side and the top bunks defense were pretty much neck and neck, right? However, it looks, or it seems like our make that volume a bit lower because that was way too loud, those gunshot sounds there. Yeah, so the basement defense was just as strong as the top floor hold. However, ever since the rework some 9 months ago, I want to say, it looks like the top floor, it really has become the favorite defense of every other team. Ergo, the basement bomb site really is receiving a bit less love as a primary bomb site. Or I might just be talking out of my ass, but it is really the impression I have gotten. So, right now, it is going to be NTNS, attempting a bottom hold. A few drones are going to be coming in here and there, but not too many attackers will be pushing the angle. It was really just Ceres, the lone droner. It looks like he's not that alone anymore, though, as there's another silhouette right there. Oh, more than one. So Amarak is here, just above. Kozak is also linking up. So who is actually missing? Percy would be missing, and who is the other guy? It's Amani. Oh, but Storms right here is likely to be finding himself in a firefight, and it is going to be first blood for OnlyFans. Amani with a successful entry frag. He is not aware that Kunai and Ayuz are right there, so they're absolutely ready to spray a refrag situation as soon as it is cautious to do so. But it's just never going to be a good moment for them. Grenade's gonna be tossed out. It, of course, reaps nothing, and nobody I use is no longer there. Hasn't been there for a few moments at this point. Kunai, the other potential roamer, of course, is holding the angle. The interesting thing is, as a defense, NTNS have set themselves up where they have to hold on to meeting hall because of the open hatch right there. It is really strong to deny an access to the boiler room, but at the same time, if you lose access to meeting hall, it is a really, really easy way into the building, into the OBJ for the attackers. And that opening at the top of the wall should really be a good indicator because right now Amani is going to think to himself, it's a payday, as he has a really good line of sight on a very small, mind you, but still he has a good line of, on a very small portion of the objective of the room itself, but he still has line of sight. He doesn't think ahead though, because right there, oh no, Sarah's gonna be, oh there you go, wallbang. Okay, it would have been unfortunate for Kunai to not get the kill, but at this point the gig is up, the attackers know exactly what to expect, and therefore Amani cannot just rush through the left side, so he more or less has to go through that right-hand corridor. Either that or he's gonna have to play it pretty dangerous. So I really don't know what to expect. Is it going to be a double kill? It is going to be another one for Kunai, looking for maybe a third. By the way, the only frags that have happened for the defenders were by Kunai, so he could, in theory, still get a nasty little ace. But at the same time, the counter is running slow, slowly but surely. Angel right here is going to be pushing a little bit, trying something, but not insisting too much. Marak seemingly wants to get in. That's going to be another kill for Kunai, but that smoke is going to force him back. Percy is going to come in through the basement corridor, gets one, looking for another one. That would be smoke, could be a huge kill. Plus killing Maestro, of course, for the late round purposes, is an extremely high potent kill. That's going to be another frag, though. Amarak, last player alive, has to rush in 15 seconds. He does not have diffuser, low on health. This is looking like a lost round, but Smoke doesn't seem to be aware he's there. He was, and that's how Angel got the kill. So, NTNS Gaming winning round number 1. And, you know, big parts thanks to that vigil. That roaming vigil was really strong. The positioning was extremely interesting. And for some reason, the defenders neglected to flush him out for the entirety of the round. and that truly did end up costing them. Actually, there was very little of a proper anti-roam play that's been displayed. Okay, this sound is pretty good. Awesome. Yeah. Now, I'm still going to be pumping my volume higher a little bit, because if I want to be talking loud enough, I have to be shouting, and that is going to be rough on my vocal cords if I'm going to be casting myself for tonight. Yes. Los Angeles slander. Slander. Yeah. Okay, yeah, but that first round was amazing, to be honest. Kunai with the top floor, like I was saying, had a really good hold, something that OnlyFans were seemingly unaware of because they never truly challenged that top floor control, and that, at the end of the day, more or less cost them the round. So all that you can hope for is that with any luck, well, OnlyFans will be more aggressive and will be contesting the top floor control a bit more aggressively next round, but that is going to be a difficult thing to do, because you cannot just split your forces in half and do two things at the same time and hope for perfect results on both fronts. It is just wishful thinking at this point. So let's see exactly how that goes out. Also, well, only NTNS Gaming did win their defense, so they can't go in the basement again. Ergo, it's going to be a top floor hold. The composition is very interesting because it's slightly different compared to the last round. You have so fewer defenders that are actually, meant to play for time. No more Maestro. However, there's both a Smoke and a Goyo. So the late round, I want to say, time wasters are just going to be coming in different forms. And look at this, again, holding an extended area of the map, this time from within attic, and that positioning from Storm can be flushed up pretty easily. He's thrown right next to an exterior window after all. But look at this right here. There's a Sledge silhouette that's going to be a Mani or somebody else. They are already in the tower, but no, they're outside, and they elected to walk up the stairs, well, by using a rappel cord instead. That would be really, really wise, actually. I guess a drone just saw the opening, and this is going to be render Storm's positioning, I don't want to say useless, but very, very less so than it would have been otherwise, or very weaker than it would have been otherwise. I also would like to showcase the fact that if this Vulcan shield blows, so does the ADS. So that's a bit of a risk to take. But for the time being, Saris did make the ball soft, so I guess Amarak or Amani is going to open up the attic wall with very little difficulties. But also, Storm just did die there, so it looks like we have a bit of an open way into the attic area. Like, there's nobody right there ready to blow the Vulcan shields. Also, Marak is holding a nice angle, so if you wanted to help out or to do contest the attic area, the one doorway you'd use to rotate towards the, well, I want to say appropriate region of the map will no longer be an option. I do hope there's still a rotation from the kids' bunks. There is, but Angel is not going to be rushing to hold on to that lost ground. And that just gives absolute free rein to the attackers to push in, but they are not doing so. Oh, that angle is going to be nasty. If it yields a kill, if it yields a kill, it doesn't. Amarak is going to get another frag, though. And that's already a 3v5 situation. Looking pretty good for OnlyFans so far, I got to say. Though the timer is slowly but surely running low, I mean, the rate at which the attackers, OnlyFans, are gaining ground more than just makes up for that. Kunai right here is holding a narrow angle on the right-hand side, and he is going to get a kill right there. That is going to be perfect timing for him to turn around, as Mani is not relenting. He's not yielding any kind of pressure, though the angles or the line of sights he has directly on any kind of defenders is not going to get any kill either. Is that a Vulcan shield? It is not, so that's not going to be too major or too drastic. Does he have a nade out? He's gonna be on a drone now. Yeah, that would have made any sense. And that nitro cell is unfortunately way too low on intel, as it was never a true threat to anyone. To the right, there's gonna be Smoke. He falls down as well, and there you have it. NTNS Gaming winning round number 2. They are off to a strong start. Yet again, this map is defense started, so you can't say too much, or you can't make a definite statement on the outcome of the game as a whole, but so far so good is the very least of what you can say from what we've seen so far. Only 3 replays. Wow, I as a spectator, I'm not that good, and that still shows. So Dorms was another NTNS success, and I gotta say, I don't want to say surprised, but I didn't exactly expect it, in the sense that at the very beginning, of the round, OnlyFans at this point, look at the replay right here. Before Mark dies, it was a 3v5 situation. It was a substantial advantage, or numerical advantage, that OnlyFans had, and that just faded away swiftly. Swiftly is one way to put it. I want to say that Angel's positioning was really good, because if I remember correctly, and I'm gonna watch the replays another time, we didn't see too many kills, so we have to scrape the pieces together. There were 2 attackers in that top attic area, right? And so Angel, I want to say Angel more or less single-handedly saved that. Because once again, if you look at this right here, just after the kill, remember I did toss on Natural Cell? So there was Amani by the window, that was Konai's kill, and then both of them were coming. Okay, no, they were not attic actually, they were Master's bedroom or trophies. Gotcha. Gotcha, that makes more sense. Okay. Our next defense here is going to be where? It's going to be right here. Also, it is a bit late, so let's look at the defense real quick. Reinforcements and electricity come in the form of a Cade. There's also mute jammers. He still has 2 in the back pocket, so there's not too many on the map right now. It is going to be both jamming the wall and potential drones. It is going to be an extended hold with a Banshee over there. And with that being said, let's take a look at this attack right here. So it looks like OnlyFans will be going for the big tower yet again. How many players are there? I see 2 repelling. Mani is repelling, or maybe not. He seems to be hesitating. Percy's there as well. Is it going to be a full team, like a 5-man push? No, because Kozak is watching a run out. No, he's holding a drone. Yeah, he is watching the run out actually. So he is covering his teammates. He is also contributing to the basically tower-sided push that we're seeing from OnlyFans. How are NTNS going to be responding to that? First and foremost, and second of all, how successful is it going to be for either sides, really? Storm is above. Oh, but that opening can be massive. He could actually get a nice kill on Ceres. Ceres does know, right, to open up above his head. But that's a thing. When Storm is above you guys, he could still get the nasty angle. Lycos is going to get the first pick, though, so Amark will be biting the dust. And that, yet again, is looking to be a promising opening for NTNS Gaming. But of course, OnlyFans will not be relenting, or they will not be just peeling over or keeling over and die just yet. They will be conceding the round because they lost a single player. Ayuz is right there. If he peeks, that could be dangerous, but isn't he cooking a nade? Oh, but he didn't bounce it the right way! And Ayuz still has a natural cell, so really he would have the upper hand in that situation. But it really just depends on how aggressive he wants to be. The castle barricade to the left really could be problematic. He can't run down the stairs. Of course, castle barricade is also another, I want to say, roadblock. Therefore, he has really no true way out. Storm here is going to lend a helping hand, just at the same time as Kozak is breaching something. That something is going to be the wall right here. And I guess at this point, Matsu could be a major pest, a major nuisance. Pun intended. He gets a kill. Nicely done. And that leaves us with a 3v5 situation. We did see, actually, NTNS in that reverse situation before, and they were able to bring it back. Are OnlyFans going to be able to do so this time around? It looks unlikely, as at the end of the day, Percy's last player alive in a 1v5 situation. He could technically still get the ace, still get the clutch. He has 2 kills and 2 deaths to his track record so far. So not a beastly or an ungodly fragger. Plus, he is, at the end of the day, a support operator. That run out by Ayuz was really, really careless. Let's just be honest with ourselves. So at the very least, NTNS will not be winning the round within a flawless fashion. Therefore, OnlyFans just saved face. But between saving face and actually winning the round is, well, there's a big difference there. And look at this. Timer is running down 10 seconds. This is looking like a textbook tactical timeout. They are taking all of the time that they can to make sure that the next round is going to go more in their favor, as, yeah, the enhanced kill feed saying flawless round is wrong. But what I wanted to say here is, at this point, NTNS Gaming, they won on all 3 of their bomb sites, right? Primary, secondary, now tertiary. So at this point, it will come to no surprise. Let me just get the replays up. But it will come to no surprise that our next defense is going to be in the basement again. And basement, by the nature of it, is vastly easier to defend than meeting room or kitchen was. Which is why, if OnlyFans were unsuccessful in attacking a quote-unquote weaker bomb site, and plus the historical data also does back this up by a second, if you want to look at it from a different angle, historically speaking, using the historical data, there's no real reason why OnlyFans will be able to win this upcoming round. Of course, the human factor is not considered in this hypothetical explanation or rationalization of what I just said. Which is why, really, they are going to have to step up their game, and they're going to have to drastically change the way they do things if they want to have a reasonable shot at winning the map or the upcoming rounds. And that is exactly where that previous tactical timeout came in. So it was a meeting hall and kitchen, NTNS. peek at the time, update, thank you very much, and let's jump right back into the round itself. Kenny's saying, I wonder why OF rotated away from Attic. Lost all the cross angle they worked for. That was 2 rounds ago, wasn't it, right? I'm
10 seconds left before insertion.
I have to be totally frank with you guys, or with you in that instance, Kenny. I'm doing like so many things at once, right? Not complaining or anything, not trying to be the victim, but you know, watching the stream, producing the stream, observing, casting, and reading chat at the same time to make sure it's remains civil. I'm not picking up on the nuances of the match, as unfortunate as it is. So yes, Kenny, you would be right. This time around, NTNS are trying something new, and it's going to be to simply put, bring a clash to the table. I mean, the rounds never truly go in the last few seconds, in the last few moments. It does become tense somewhat, but for example, last round, we did go in the last seconds because OnlyFans just forfeited the round when they went for the tactical timeout. Other than that, when you're actively pushing in, I think round number 1 went into the 15 last seconds, but that was just about it. Flash number 1, there is no ADS device, there's no Wamite, of course he was banned. So it looks like Storm is just gonna have to withstand or survive that utility, and Ayus here is pushing in slowly. Slowly, he's inching his way forward. Lycos also is gonna be above that Clash's shoulder, but who got the kill? Who got Saris down? I couldn't tell you. But right there, a few cross angles are established. That was close to Ayu's elbow, but it didn't actually land a shot. Saris has been revived. It was a risky situation, but the all-out, face-to-face situation is just not panning out for OnlyFans. It is just way too choke pointy, if you know what I'm talking about. There's no way they're going to be able to just force themselves through that doorway, no matter if all of their guns are trained on that entrance. It's just not gonna work. Saris is really low on health. America has lost some amount of HP as well. So did Percy. Amani really is the only one still up to 100% of his health, but he dies right then and there. And Kunai, looking at his positioning, could easily get a double kill. He is gonna get a double, triple in total. America is down, so that leaves us with Saris. Yeah, if all hope had not yet been lost, now is the time to start to despair. He's out of grenades, so that would have been a nice, you know, free frag. But with 1 minute remaining, he is really low. Cannot get the diffuser because of the cloud of smoke. A rotation would be really, really interesting right about now. Still, he is not giving up for some reason. And on the OBJ, they're reinforcing. We just don't care anymore. It looks like Ayus does want to peek that. But at the same time, Saris knows he shouldn't want to take any kind of unnecessary risks. Even barricading. Oh, I didn't know that angle. That's actually really clever. But yeah, at the end of the day, if that doesn't end in another tactical timeout, I don't know why Saris will be forcing himself through that unwinnable gunfight. So yeah, defense sided, NTNS's defense is strong, to say the least. And I mean, that's an absolute understatement. Oh, he did steal half his health to that Legion. But Angel, that was a peek hole, right? Oh no, that was a punch hole. Still, Saris was not going to shoot at that small opening right then and there. Also, there had been so much stuff going on into that room and through the entirety of the round that you couldn't even actually know if the punch hole was recent or if it had already been utilized by somebody else. So I totally get why Saris didn't think of that. Or, I mean, all in all, just look at the situation he was in. You can't blame him for falling to one of those punch holes. The kunai right there got a nasty kill. Of course, he should have got him down then and there, and that could have changed things up dramatically. Imagine instead of being a 3v1, it would have been a 2v2. Saris plus, it was, I'm so amnesiac. That Percy, Saris and Percy, or Saris and Percy could have been really, really powerful together as they would have had a cross angle set up, but that didn't end up being the case. So that was round number 4, defense of laundry room won by NTNS Gaming for killing the enemy. And let's just jump into the next round. The halftime mark is inching its way closer and closer, right? At the end of the day, round number 5. Can we talk about how good this caster is, even if he's solo? Hey, thank you very much. This is so appreciated. Really, I don't want to say it threw me off guard, but it really did destroy what I was trying to say because I did appreciate the compliment so much. Back to the game though, round number 5. So at this point, I don't want to say it's becoming bleak for OnlyFans. I know this map is defense sided, so to some extent, it is expected that NTNS Gaming would have the upper hand in that situation. But OnlyFans not even winning a single round, that's something. The morale is likely low to some extent. That's a human factor, so it's gonna differ from team to team. Plus, you can't actually know because we're not on comms with them. But that's item number one. Item number two is the disadvantage they're at is just growing and growing and growing. And assuming NTNS managed to win, a round or two in attack, it's all they're gonna need at this rate to win the map as a whole. As we're likely at this point, I want to say likely to see a 6-0 split for the halftime mark for the role swap, which is really, really discouraging for any defending team or any new defending team, you know? So, looking at it from a top-down perspective, I use this right there. A runner could have worked maybe on Amani, but he's no longer there. Repelling up that window. Storm or Angel are likely to turn around. Oh, and Percy is going to get a nice kill on Lycos. First time in a few rounds that OnlyFans do have the upper hand. Once again, we did see NTNS in this very bomb site. Also, by the way, clutching or recovering of a 3v5 situation. So nothing is lost, or I wouldn't be too worried for NTNS at this point. But still, OnlyFans are in as good a situation as they've been in a long time. And I didn't want to underline that. Amani was repelling on kids' bunks. He is now repelling right here by bus yard. The angle he has can be really interesting. As you can see, Storm right there, if he peeks in the wrong way, could actually fall victim to that angle. But once again, we're talking about fairly specific situations. And of course, a firefight can go both ways. Percy also trying something, but that is an armory. That's going to be an armory push, and it really does look as this is going to be the intended course of action from OnlyFans. Kozak did open up this part of the wall. Sarah and Amarak are there as well. And verticality is going to be attempted, but no, he is not. Who actually is down there? Oh, that was Kunai, but he's walking back up the stairs there. Ayuz is going to die thanks to Amani. Angel gets that refrag pretty quickly. 3v4 situation, 50-some seconds on the clock. That gun, I gotta say, is a bit out of range here. The Vector isn't that good at those long-range firefights. So I wouldn't expect him to get the kill if somebody was to cross that angle, except if maybe through a headshot. But Storm does surprise me. He does come through and he gets that frag. And now he is within the optimal range. But he's going to get peeked. Pre-fires could be the end of whoever fires first. But Storm is no longer staring at anybody as Kozak just rotated, basically ignoring Storm and trying to isolate Kunai as much as possible. But Storm does not bite. That works out flawlessly. Once again, missing out on so many kills. I do want to say, OnlyFans' attempt or intended strategy on a tactical level was sound, but just like I said, by round number 2, it was a disadvantage situation for NTNS, and yet they were able to bring this back. So yes, at this point, oh gosh, only 2 replays. Yeah, I need to be a bit more on top of my spectating game. At this point, a 6-0 split is looking fairly likely. And, I mean, an overtime, a comeback situation would still be technically possible, but OnlyFans would have to inflict the same kind of pain that NTNS are putting them through right now. And that is no small feat, right? Winning 6 rounds in a row is not something you see every day, especially considering that we are in the high ends of our skill level, or of the skill pool, talent pool of all teams combined. This is winner's bracket of the playoffs after all. Ergo, the teams should be on a fairly equal footing, but so far it appears to not be the case at all. I do want to underline, this is NTNS's map, so this might also go some way into explaining why or how they're being so potent on this map. But it's not the be-all, end-all, right? OnlyFans did decide to start attacking there, so take that, make it that what you may. That was a Dorms NTNS victory. Okay, our round's history is up to speed. If we have to rehost, of course, we have to know what went down where. So yet again, another kitchen and meeting hall hold with, just like before, both a Cade and a Mute. So Mute is going to be jamming this one right here. This one there, castle barricade. So basically the main entrance is going to be barricaded off as much as can be. On the other side, there's a Cade here, which is also going to be electrifying the top wall. A few top floor present roamers. And it looks like this is what the attackers are going to go after first. So Amani right here, already up to armory corridor. So is Saris. He's going to be opening up, or burning a hole in that wall. And it looks like Kunai could almost have fallen victim to that, as, I mean, he is by the attic area right here. He looks through the opening, so this could actually turn around and bite the attackers in the butt. And there you have it! Lycos is going to just pop Percy's head like a goddamn grape. It's now a 2v5 situation, and not even a minute has been played on the clock. OnlyFans' push is just falling apart. Amani is going to get the first kill, and that was a dearly needed kill. Not because Storm was an especially important tactical player. Not reacting to the nitro here is unfortunate. But yeah. Amani got the first kill. He now needs 4 more. So if you want to salvage the round, you have to get an ace proper. But New Angel is just not going to let that happen. NTNS Gaming winning round number 6. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 6-0. How often do you see that? Not too often. So, like I said, on a purely technical level, it is just as possible, or even likely, that NTNS lose 6 rounds in a row, just like OnlyFans just did right here. However, on a human level, OnlyFans' morale is going to be low. NTNS Gaming's spirits are very, very likely to be high. I mean, look at this right here. Amarak not reacting to that natural cell. I don't know why or how he didn't. But that, if it's not complacency, it is, yeah, just them being down, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, it is not looking too encouraging for OnlyFans, if I can be totally honest with you guys. With any luck, we're going to be seeing an amazing or impressive comeback. By the way, Angel, thank you for 6 picking out of 0. I know Pro League and, I mean, the Rainbow Six season itself is what's Neon Dawn, right? The new season has dropped, so Pro League is updating their thing, but we're not exactly synced with their seasons, so we're going to be trailing behind, but by a few weeks. Nothing too major, but please do keep that in mind. Kendall was saying 11 KD for, you know what? Let's just take a look at this. Let's just take a look at this. And that was 3 minutes ago. He's now up to 13 kills and 0 deaths. Oh boy, poor Kozak, 0-6. So yeah, at this point, if you can frag Kunai or Angel, it is a round over, as they are truly carrying their team. Like, take those 2 players out, right? Lycos, Storm, and Ayuz have performances similar to what OnlyFans have. And that's with them as a team having 6 rounds more than only... I'm beating a dead horse, right? But this just does go to show that if you lose either Ash or Capitao, this might very well be good round or round over for NTNS Gaming. Furthermore, I mean, Capitao is hardly an entry fragger or usually a frag heavy operator, right? That Project 308 just fires so painfully slowly that it's not going to be too successful, usually at the very least. Kunai, I mean, the R4C is an entire different beast, and he is once again playing to the strengths of, well, being a frag heavy operator. OnlyFans is struggling on Argon, not creating any cross angles to get a plant off or gain map control. You're right. Their pushes do tend to be fairly unilateral, and if you have the fragging potential to back that up, I mean, be my guest and go for it. But as we could see, OnlyFans just were not, you know, set up. Their setup wasn't coherent enough to support that kind of play style. Right there, oh, Kozak seems to be ready to test out one of his first Toxic Babe. It would be fairly early into the round. Yeah, it's not going to force anything. Storm wasn't even going to push in, so I guess he was just too anxious. Still, Amani right here. By the way, who's top fragger? So Amani and Percy are their respective top fraggers of OnlyFans. So if there's somebody to challenge NTNS's top frag or frag heavy operators, I guess Amani is going to be as good as a pick as there's going to be. That grenade is going to be eaten but there you have it. You know, that's the new ADS devices. It is going to destroy a heck of a lot of utility. But Amani, with hatch control, he could have a nasty cross angle right there, right? If Kunai crosses without being too cautious, he could actually get a cheeky kill on, yet again, I'm going to repeat myself, a crazy dangerous fragger right there. Oh, but they were ready. Amani gets the kill, but he also gets put in a down but not out stage. It is going to be trivially easy for Kunai to finish him off. There you go, 4v4 situation. But I gotta say, the time is running low. And remember what Ubisoft said? They wanted to put an end to the 20 seconds meta because, I mean, it got too repetitive. Well, it looks like even without the utility to back that up, OnlyFans are still capable to stall NTNS Gaming's into a last second push. So that could, I guess, work in their favor. Or that goes to show how, you know, well set up OnlyFans are on defense. Is it going to be enough? Because once again, the utility should be back on the map. Diffuser is being planted. Kozak is out of smoke canisters. Right there, he's likely to get a kill, but of course, fire is going to be a problem. Diffuser has been put down. Amarak is out of a nitro cell, so they're going to be working across angle. That SMG-11 is going to fail, so Amarak last player alive in a 1v3 situation. He sees the diffuser, but he cannot get to it right now. He attempts it, but that is not going to work out. NTNS Gaming winning map number 1 in a flawless 7-0 fashion. Good half, good half, good half. Yep, that is the sportsmanship behavior that you do love to see. So, let's take a look at this. Kunai, top fragger. Did he die? No, he didn't. 15-0. Wow. Yeah, wow is an understatement. It was goddamn impressive. Look at this, look at this. 15-0, he has more kills than the rest of his team, 13. He has, like, over... The rest of his team combined, they come up to something like 17 kills. So he has close to half of the kills of his team all together. That was impressive. Okay, so let's go with the replays real quick. There you go. And somebody by OnlyFans has left the lobby, so I guess there's going to be a...
Bomb has been located.
No, just don't stop the mouse recording, and that's going to be fine.
Attackers are activating the diffuser. Defenders
Okay, in that case, you're gonna have to restart your computer, your Rainbow Six to start a new mouse recording, please. Thank you very much. I was talking to the players in game, obviously, right? Yeah. So this was a one-sided, a one-sided situation, wasn't it? So, okay. So, are you guys still? Oh wow! Actually, that went heavy in OnlyFans' favor, in OnlyFans' advantage. 59% of you were thinking, oh, if we're going to win the best of 3, admittedly, they still can absolutely win that. But the wind is not blowing their way at all, or their direction at all this round, or this first map. So this was it for map number 1. Really, I want to say, Kenny was an amazing analyst. As much as this is not what you're here for, your input in chat was short, concise, insightful, and absolutely true. So congratulations, you are, well, this is why you're a coach, or you were a coach for some time in your team. OnlyFans' push was unilateral. They didn't try to establish map control, they didn't try to establish cross angles, and they didn't exactly work together. At some point, they were really just working together to shoehorn their way through a choke pointy situation by brute force, right? If we're all there, if we're all just bringing our firepower together, we will make it through, is what they seemingly were thinking. And I'm referring to round number 5, the second attempt, or no, round number 4, the second defense of the laundry basement floor, right? All 5 attackers pushing through the bunker area. This is just not going to work, especially this was the one round where a clash made her appearance. So all around, it was just a doomed endeavor, and I really do feel like their team cohesion performances went down after losing a few rounds, after losing a few key situations. Not that they did give up, as it would be an extremely early moment to give up, considering that we're in a best of 3 situation. But yeah, this does explain a bit of why and how those situations happened. Let me just scroll down there. Dio saying, what the heck, guys? Kendama saying Dio 15-0, OnlyFans without Dio. Kunai 15-0, OnlyFans without Dio. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah, Sarah's did tell me that they had to recruit some, or to add a sub to the roster. As did Dio just leave? Dio, did you leave the roster, or are you just not free tonight? I believe he left, but do correct me if I'm wrong, please. Also, do allow me this one sip of water, as I'm speaking with no end. Okay, our second map of tonight was going to be Clubhouse. Oh, if that's not a classic, I don't know what is. And NTNS Gaming will be defending. Oh wow, actually, OnlyFans are starting an attack on every single one of these maps. Might as well put OnlyFans on the orange team, shouldn't I? NTNS Gaming and OnlyFans. There you go. Okay, so as soon as the players are back, I am going to be good to go. I guess it's going to be more or less of a 5-minute break. So this might be a good I mean, if the players wanted to have a break, if they could have, they're going to be in a position to have it. But yeah, so most of these maps, Villa is also somewhat defense-sided. Crypto asking 41%. Yeah. Surprising enough, because I mean, people are voting or rooting or expecting OnlyFans to win, and yet for 7-0, right? 7-0 is something. Hey, Angel, how you doing?
Hi.
That was beautiful singing of yours.
Beautiful what? Yeah.
Singing. Yeah, singing.
Yeah, I sing only for Sarah's, man.
Oh. That's,
yeah. Sorry.
That's cute.
I still love you, though.
Ah, that's fine. Everyone has their preferences. You can't be number one.
It's just me and Sarah share
yeah, I know.
Connection.
You can't be number one in everybody's heart. I know that.
Aw.
Sarah's saying the speedrun is real. Oh no. Oh wow. GG OnlyFans. Let's get next game. Let's see. Kenny saying blushing. No, I mean you're absolutely right. So yeah, back to what I was saying before. You started singing, because that did just get me off track. OnlyFans are attacking first on every one of these maps, on every map of the best of 3. So this is a bit worrying on some levels, because mainly the game as a whole would be considered defense-sided, some maps more than others, and we're headed into Clubhouse right now. So this is going to be interesting in the sense that it's an old map, right? We know it in and out. We know everything there's to know about that. However, it is still defense-sided, and yeah, NTNS Gaming have shown themselves as being quite capable of being a successful defensive team. Sarah's in chat right about now is saying it's all right, it's fine, we're a comeback team. So I mean, the comeback is going to have to happen. You cannot allow yourself to win or to lose 6 more rounds back to back, because if you do, you're going to be in a backs against the wall, flawless clutch and comeback situation, and even the best comeback team under pressure is unlikely to pull that one off. I see all 10 of you are in here. Are you ready to go?
Hell yeah, brother.
Awesome. So NTNS are ready. What about OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you know the drill. Good luck, have fun. May the best team win. And OnlyFans are starting an attack again, even though you're on the orange team. Let's jump right into it. And here we go. So. I would also like to acknowledge one small thing. The new season did drop last week, so this did impact, or did it drop? Well, last week. I'm considering Sunday as being the first day of the week. It did drop on Tuesday, didn't it? So basically, the new Jaeger, the new Omai, the new Hibana, and a few of these things can also have a bit of an impact as Thatcher is being banned. Basically, the team that is faster to adapt to the new meta may have a slight advantage in that situation, in that instance, and team adaptability is a factor that you absolutely do need to know about and that you need to be comfortable with, because Rainbow Six is never going to stop updating or balancing the game and adding new content to keep it fresh and interesting. So I'm not trying to say that this does create a bias towards one team or another, just like you have to be good with your game sense, accuracy, managing your stress levels when you're in a clutch situation, all that kind of stuff, right? But in that instance, being aware of the new meta can be a godsend if you are able to use it correctly. I mean, the Jaeger ADS situation is fairly self-explanatory, but Wamai also being capped to 4 magnets, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Wamai being also lower on utility compared to what he was before, this is really going to create a strong weakness towards any kind of throwable, right? Therefore, if any team is useful with their grenades, if they're good with their grenades, they can get a lot of kills, right? Imagine 2 players with flash grenades just eating up ADS devices, or a Thatcher, he's been banned in that instance, but bear with me, or even a Twitch to disable a few of these things, and then you can get a nasty amount of kills. Or even, I'm just gonna I'm digging up ancient history. It was a Pro League match that I'm remembering, that I'm thinking about. On this very map, actually, they were planting stocks. So it was a bar stocks hold. Attackers did plant stocks, and they had 3 operators with frag grenades. So they just tossed a grenade after grenade on the diffuser, and it just ate up the entire time that was on the clock. Ergo, let's just stick this out. It is a competitive match, but what do you care? Ergo, this is how they defended the diffuser after being planted. You know, just clever clever usage of grenades. And that kind of stuff, especially now that the grenade counters are so much weaker on the defense, it can make situation possible or viable that weren't before. The Baja saying the old man needs a win. Okay, and I use reinforcing 2 hatches, maybe even going for the 3rd, or are you gonna run back down the stairs? He is going for the 3rd. What about Kunai? Because either you went up to reinforce and you lack cohesion or coordination as a team, or he's setting up a roam game, setting up ADS devices to protect a hypothetical roamer. I did sense a bit of hesitation, right? And that is slightly unfortunate because that kind of hesitation can cost rounds. The window has been opened up right here. Amarak is going to get killed immediately. Where were you at? Okay, so he was already in garage. That kind of hesitation can cost rounds, and we saw it right there. Kunai was running back and forth, left and right, and ultimately he didn't go anywhere. And Amarak did not wait for him to make up his mind. He just gunned him down where he stood. So that is going to be OnlyFans getting the upper hand really early into the round. Percy is losing some amount of health. He was battling with Ayuz, I want to say. So now that Ayuz is no longer there, he could absolutely walk down the stairs and just walk in. Plus that wall is not reinforced. So a lucky wall bang, 2 lucky wall bangs considered, or supposing that you have been drawn correctly, can be possible and or interesting. Oh, but he's reinforcing right there. No, Percy doesn't realize that, and the gunfire over there from Ayuz is going to be the perfect distraction to just protect Lycos while he was reinforcing that. Interesting and nicely timed. That Banshee is also going to go the way of the dinosaurs, leaving us with a 3v5 situation. OnlyFans are intense on their kills, on their gun skills. But once again, we've seen this kind of situation before, and there you have it. It could be the beginning of an NTNS comeback as far as this one round is concerned. Storms is right here holding or fending off the pressure because, of course, right here, Percy is a bit of a nuisance, right? He's opening up the floor from A to Z, and he's looking for those kills. This does force the defenders to fall back a little bit, but the good news is the hatch is still very much intact, and in that sense, there is no real threat coming from that angle. You just have to not peek the holes, the openings in the floor. The one impact nade has been attempted, didn't work out. The second time, it is not gonna be successful either. So Storm now has to fall back, but he also has to be actually pretty goddamn cautious because attackers cannot just literally fall from the sky. Well, it's an indoor situation. They're actually falling from above, and me explaining it makes it so much less, I want to say colorful than it was, but you absolutely do get the point. And the drone is even going to make it out there alive. That is just the icing on the cake for OnlyFans. So, 4v3 situation, but let's not... Oh, wow. Ayuz is going to get a nice kill there. Kozak was just woefully unaware of his opponent's positioning. Well, that was situational awareness, actually. And speaking of situational awareness, that is now Diffuser utterly in the defender's control. I want to say Percy now has to run back towards the Diffuser to pick back the sacred lunchbox. But, oh, Storm was right there. No, Storm gets one. That was Angel. That was Ayuz, rather. Ayuz right there. Oh, yeah, there you go. It seems like he was hesitating a tiny amount, but he still did end up getting the kill. So there you go. Let's just look at Ayuz right there. Yeah. Hashtag prove them wrong. I would like to underline the fact that you're writing proof in French and ergo, if considering that the rest of your hashtag is in English, it would technically be a typo, guys. I just wanted to underline that for you, as to offer you the opportunity to correct your mistake. So yeah, let's take a look at those replays. A few mistakes have been made. Look at Kozak, how he rotated. I don't know. It was a strange round. Near the beginning, Kunai falling down, losing his life due to the hesitation. Percy almost ran into that door, and that would have been the end of him. Ayuz was able to get the kill when the gunfight did end up happening a few seconds later. But look at this. He did hesitate a little bit, so it seems like a lot of kills were the results of low situational awareness or game sense from those players.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
You know, just looking at the replays around, you know, letting them loop a little bit. Right here, Amani was just unaware that somebody was walking up. You just need to plant one drone, one claymore, one nomad air jab. Nomad wasn't in that specific composition, but just, you know, making a general point. So, yeah. That was an odd round. Real quick, that first defense was Church and Arsenal for NTNS, thanks to killing the enemy. Let's take a look at the second round, though. Oh, no. I believe I did misclick. I didn't. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So, round number 2. Of course, top floor hold. Electricity here and there. A reinforcement. A rotation hole. 2 Jaeger ADS devices. Stormers there with the batteries. There is going to be a few my magnets as well. That doorway is yet mostly intact. Kunai is roaming in by the bar area. I use is holding on to the other wing at the top floor though. And check Angel's Moss. I mean, if the players want me to check Moss files, I will absolutely do that. But yeah, and it looks like Kozak was looking through that drone hole. So if somebody, and in that instance somebody is likely to be Angel, was to, you know, misstep once, that could be the end of him. Well, you would have to be pretty lucky, and he would have to be unresponsive to actually die by getting shot at in the foot. But that could actually happen. Amani also is opening up. I want to see the garage area right there. Yes, he is doing that. Oh, and he was shooting at the opening over there. Ayuz is not going to be peeking that a second time, but he is trying something else. However, that somebody, it was Amani, right? Amani is just no longer repelling. Could I use maybe see him? No, right? Because of the balcony, he wouldn't have a line of sight on him. Plus, there's like that tree that could be annoying. But Kunai is doing well. Okay, he's actually in oil pits. That's actually pretty interesting because now he has a really good line of sight on the staircase. His positioning ultimately is fairly weak. So if he was to be in a face-to-face gunfight, or you know, he doesn't have the high ground, right? We all know the the Star Wars memes. But he's feeding tons of intel, looking for a kill, and that's the thing, right? His position is now known. He has to flee. He is in a weak situation, and that just leaves the OBJ open in a 2v5 situation. It is fairly easy to cut off Kunai's retreat or Kunai's rotation, but are the attackers even doing that? There was somebody else outside, but Kozak isn't looking at that window. He is holding on to the, well, lounge area, so, you know, the main stair, or the red stairs would be safe. But this is really not where the attackers are pushing in from. But once again, okay, he doesn't get the kill, which is really, really unfortunate. Come on, where's the aim at? But it's also unfortunate that OnlyFans didn't react or didn't proactively react to his positioning. How did they not know he was going to be there? That's like the typical rotation for a defender by oil pit that has to rotate. Natural Cell is unlikely to yield a kill. It actually gets shut down. 34 seconds on the clock. But the 2v4 situation should be, the 2v5 situation rather, shouldn't be too difficult to overcome for OnlyFans Gaming, or OnlyFans. Basically. Okay, please don't spam the hashtag too much though. Nice angle, he gets a nice kill, so that's at the very least not gonna be a flawless round. Amarak over there almost getting a kill, but he did get a first one. He is out of Toxic Babes. Diffuser of course is getting placed down, and that is SMG-11 recoil. He could have maybe gotten the kill, but he was unsuccessful in doing so. Diffuser of course is going to flip the time pressure upside down. Angel expects to be actively pushed or peeked, but that was not the case. And that hesitation did allow Percy to actually respond with his SMG-11, and he was more successful than his smoke counterpart. So, there you have it. Round number 3 it is going to be. And OnlyFans, you've just won your first round of the entire best of 3. It was an 8-round loss streak, but it has now come to an end. My only question to you guys is basically, was this a one-off thing, or are you going to be able to win more than only the one round? Because if it was a one-off thing, well, it would be really unfortunate. So yeah, really, time will tell. Let's wait and see is truly all we can say. Interestingly enough, of course, since this was a defense-sided loss, well, on NTNS Gaming can absolutely go CCTV in cash room again. Okay, let me just read this right here. Kib saying, I don't even know why we're saying that, but to be honest, I'm all for it. Prove me wrong, BB. Let's come back thing. Prove them wrong. Crypto, we got insulted that we were bad and got free bracket in CL. We just gotta prove them wrong and show them who we actually are. Yeah, Crypto, I did see like a DM of somebody on your team. But, yeah, I am not... Crypto saying si j'arrête pas. Please, please. I mean, I wouldn't want to have to put a restrictive or aggressive bot online.
5 seconds left.
I mean, I guess as long as you're not like spamming it, like, you know, creating a macro to just hit prove them wrong, enter, prove them wrong, enter, prove them wrong, enter. That would be unfortunate and a bit spammy. But so far, I guess it's your guys' momentum, your guys' energy that is transpiring through the chat. So, without further ado, let me just look or pay more attention towards that very round right here. Okay, the screen went kind of black there for a second. Oh, it's actually a fade to black transition. So, same defense as last time, but it is going to be, in fact, different as far as the proper setup itself is concerned. Electricity, but only one, so it looks like he's going to be Matrixing. Storm, Kozak is right there, but that was a fake. Kozak wanted to test the presence or absence in that instance of Matrixing, and he just got his answer. Electricity there, and this is going to be Lycos trying something. But, oh, how did he not lose any health when rotating back? Also, did I just hear an opening there? How is this wall not reinforced? SMH. So Amarak really has a free open entry into, at the very least, construction. And if I look at this right here, I mean, you could just concuss or flash angel, and you would have actually a really strong possibility to make it into cash stash as well. Planting would be another, an entirely different kind of worms, but you know, as soon as you funnel in, as soon as you're truly challenging control of OBJ itself, it puts the defenders in a really, really awkward situation. So Kunai cannot allow himself to lose, or he cannot afford to lose these upcoming firefights. Are these going to be frag grenades rolled over that reinforced wall? It might very well be the case. Yeah, but it was only there to destroy the electricity. Oh no, Storm is aggressive with his Matrixing. Nicely done, but Kozak now is going to get it for real. Well, still very prudent, very, very cautious. Is it even going to work? Oh, so much utility dumped through that opening to make sure it actually blows open. But all that only to allow Kunai to get one nasty headshot onto Kozak. Now a 3v5 situation. What else could happen? How are OnlyFans going to go at it? So Percy does have a really nice line of sight. Plus the ACOG is really going to help him out. But he's holding a defensive angle. He's not going to get the diffuser planted. And he's not going to get map control by staying behind the bed over there. Amani did try something only to fall down. Percy's out of grenades. So that is utility basically absent, and that is just going to be the end of the round. Storm and Angel both getting kills on rapid succession. NTNS Gaming winning that one round in a flawless manner. Nicely done. Wow. Okay, I think that those last few minutes, those last few seconds of the round, my commentary was on point. You do like to see it, or I like to see it. I'm gonna go on a bit of a personal tangent here, but it's unfortunate that no intense action happened. Because talking as a caster, it would have been a nice round because my casting was on point personally, I think, to put in a highlight reel. Like if a crazy clutch, crazy push was to happen, I was not hesitating whatsoever in that commentary. I'm proud of myself. But you guys are still not relenting. Hashtag prove them wrong. Sometimes even with the asterisk.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Alpha tag saying lâche pas. I'll get there, I'll get there. Je viens de mélanger des situations. Zag, ta faute. You guys are trolling me, right? Bro. I need I need mods so that they can keep an eye on chat, because I just casually keep an eye on the chat to make sure nobody's insulting each other, but I'm out of context, right? So when you're saying something, when you're talking about something, once again, I am out of context, and that just confuses me. Okay, so he is really gonna plant an evil eye over there.
5 seconds left.
Interesting, because it's really good at denying a plant. But the line of sight or the angle it's going to have on the rest of the OBJ. I mean, I guess if, you know, attacker wants to plant behind that that fridge, the beer fridge, it would be difficult for the evil eye to spot it, to call it out, and or to deny that plant. Kunai playing from logistics office, so denying access to the hatch from above. Interesting. So as far as my recent memory is concerned, NTNS Gaming are not too well known for being active roamers. Well, as far as the basement floor is concerned, especially, right? Therefore, OnlyFans may not exactly expect somebody to be up top, and therefore they might not be too aware of that. But oh, is that a silhouette? Percy is already up here, making his presence known. Of course, the hammer, there's no way went unnoticed. Saris is going to join Kunai out, and I want to say Kunai does not have a kid that is actually actively going to help him out, right? He is no Caveira, he's no Vigil, so he really only has his gun and his game sense. Game sense, though, is going to be limited here because he is in a, I want to say, cul-de-sac room. There's only one way out. He cannot go out the hatch, and the wall over there is soft, but he has no rotation tool, plus it's watched. So really, he is going to die in logistics office, except really if he just pulls off the clutch or something. But he is likely to die there. The only question there is how many attackers can he bring with him? That's got to be one piece of utility. I think it's a Zofia concussion nade that detonates without getting anything in return. That is, oh no, being concussed plus the grenade, that is going to be deadly. And there you go. Coordinated anti-roaming efforts are going to be successful, leaving us with a 4v5 situation. But there's somebody else up there that's going to be a use playing aggressively with the someone pool table. And I want to say, Kunai did, you know, command so much of OnlyFans' attention that they may not even think about paying attention anymore. Look at Percy just smashing the floor. His back would be extremely vulnerable if it wasn't for Amani. And Amani, with the X-Kairos launcher, he was not exactly ready to counteract, you know, an aggressive Ayu's peek right there. In that instance, Ayu's didn't peek, so I guess the risk was calculated. But the overarching points of there being an active threat, a passive, lurking, and patient yet active threat by the name of Ayuz absolutely does stand. Right there, he gets a free kill. Cyrus and the rest of the team, by extension, was too complacent. But that complacency is not going to stand for too long. Amani is going to get a nice kill right there. They are bringing this back down to a 3-3 situation. Storm kind of seems ready. Amarak won't peek him too quickly, I think. Plus, there's a black eye camera by the blue by the boiler room. So Storm really will have a warning before the attackers funnel in. Amarak is going to get another frag though, so this does leave us with a 2v3 situation. That natural sun could be dangerous. But no, he's not going to have time to pull out the phone. So 1v3, Storm gets one. 1v2 situation, 6 seconds on the clock. Kozak will have to get the diffuser planted pretty quickly. He does try it. But exactly how is it going to go down? He falls to the fire. Oh, that is unfortunate. As the diffuser had not yet been planted down, it would have been still possible for the defense to pull it off. Yeah, plus the evil eye feeding intel. Wait, is it just me or Thermite wasn't even on bomb site? Wait. Can I go even as far as saying if he hadn't peeked, the defense could maybe even have won the round? That's interesting. So if, and I do only have a partial picture because we couldn't see everything with the top-down view, but if that's the case, that would be considered a major blunder by NTNS Gaming, more specifically in that instance by Storm. By Storm, who is top fragger, co-top fragger for the team. Storm and Ayuz both have 5 kills. Crypto saying, that's what I want to hear. PL next. Crypto saying, I hope Tyler's insane. Good freaking job. Kibbs, nah, don't worry. I have confidence in our pick. Yeah, really. I'm reading what you're saying, but I don't have the full conversation. So I am out of context. Kib saying, I don't know, Crypto, pick me. No, I don't know, Crab, pick it hasn't. I'm not gonna read the chat, except just to make sure that there's no like insulting going on. Crypto saying we're gonna lose soon anyway. Wait, Crypto, you're not just gonna give up, are you? Come on, even if you have a 1 in 20 chances of winning, you still gotta try those odds because a 1 in 20 is better than just giving up and having a 0 in 20 chance or odds of winning. So, defensive setup, jammers here and there, reinforcement here. So this setup, of course, NTNS having, oh, Kunai playing it aggressive in a garage. That's Amarak. Amarak is a decently good fragger for the attackers, so that's also going to be a really interesting pick, a really interesting first pick. But this time around, you know, Kunai is going to be roaming, but not the same way he did last round, as after all, it was just unsuccessful. And that's what I call trigger discipline, because if I was in his shoes, I would have fired at Amani when Amani was just blindly firing into the wall. So congratulations on that front. It didn't yield him anything in return because he couldn't actually convey that or translate that into a kill, but he still tried. And even there, look at this. Once again, somebody was firing through the main door and he did not shoot back. Unfortunately, there was someone called Percy. Was it Percy? Yeah, it was Percy, wasn't it? In the by the bar. So hey, he was not ready. 3v4. Yeah, OnlyFans really do have a really good track record compared to, well, for that map compared to the previous one. Plus, it being somewhat defense-sided, seeing a 2-2 scoreline is quite impressive and quite encouraging. Still, the round has not yet been won, and it's a 2v4 situation. So Storm has a natural cell, sticking it to the ceiling. Could be a godsend. Is he gonna get the kill? He is ready, right? No, he is gonna toss it, but no, it was just way too far out. Unfortunate. And now, both defenders are more or less looking at blue. Oh, Storm taking a big risk, I want to say. Leaving the OBJ in hopes of roaming is a gamble. So he seems to be hesitant. Do I want to walk up the stairs? Do I want to stay, near OBJ, but not directly on it, as to not get a natural cell, not get a grenade rolled through the planks of the, through the opening that Percy did open? That could be something. He does get a kill. Yeah, so he did commit to a roam game. But he is going to be very passively roaming, right? He's not actively pushing or looking for the attackers. He wants to show doubt. He wants to get a kill. Send a message to OnlyFans that, hey, your flank is now opened. You weren't watching. You lost a player. You might want to be cautious about that. But I don't sense the orange players hesitating, right? I mean, Kozak... Oh, no, that's unfortunate. Neither Kozak nor Percy are like watching the main door, like Hawks or Imani's not watching their flanks either, right? So they're dropping. Diffuser is not going to get planted. And that's Storm. He did finalize the rotation. That's going to be Diffuser. He is... Oh, it's not going to get planted over there. He could get another one. Percy looking at the hatch though, but yeah, that is going to be time likely to run out. Lycos getting one kill. That's going to be a refrag by Percy. 1v1 situation. It's going to be a death match as he does not Diffuser. Hitting the end bomb. He rushes in, but that is not going to fly. NTNS Gaming winning the last round by the skin of their teeth. Is it first map? Oh, wait. No, it's not first map. What are you doing? Map ban. Come on, map ban. Be nice, map ban. Holy hands, come on. Crypto, I know. You can give up. You can give up. I'm a lost cause. I know just how out of context I am when I don't understand anything. And Limbo just keeps on going with the proven wrong. I giantly clear. Yeah, that's probably the best thing. for my poor brain. Water. Wait, why am I heating this room when I have two computers running? That's why it's so hot in here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so that run was nice.
5 seconds remaining.
And it was a close call. 1v1. Down to the timer. NTNS won it. 3-2. But that is like very high level overview of what happened. But yeah, it's truly baffling. Why did map ban just break like that? It was unfortunate. Back to what we were doing, but back to what we were saying, right? So it's got to be round number 6, last one before the rule swap. Interestingly enough, since NTNS Gaming never won 2 rounds in a row, so far at least, we never went into gym bedroom. So I don't want to say it was repetitive, but and if I say repetitive, it is going to play. It is not going to sound. It's going to sound pejorative, or it's going to sound negative, right? But what nice angle. That's actually nutty. What I do want to say is, since it was only the 2 same bomb sites, adaptability and updates or changes into the way they played were really interesting, because those didn't make or break rounds. Nobody like Hibana usually would be challenging those walls, but there's like mute jammers, so that is not going to be possible. Item number 1. Item number 2 is, where are the other... Oh, Sarah's playing the LMG. Okay, so, well, Sarah's playing hard support this time. Percy with the sledgehammer, with the frag grenades, all around a really good kit. A frag heavy kit, I want to say. Bandit tricksing is out the window. There you go. Percy is going to fly, and that is going to allow Kozak to open up this part of the wall. Lycos now is going to have to turn around. Oh no, but that's like the big danger of that setup. You have to vault over the shields. Okay, yeah, I might not want to do this too often if I was them, because you just have to get peeked at the wrong time and your life is basically forfeited. Forfeited? Yeah, forfeited. But even with his kits, I hardly see how Ceres could destroy... Oh, there you go. This is going to be the new jammer. I hardly see how Ceres could actually contest Lycos. Like, he could not... He doesn't have the angle to push a face-to-face firefight. He couldn't burn him out of there. Smoking is not going to do much because he's playing with Warden. But the thing is, Lycos may have to turn around and to watch out for the exterior wall opening, because that also has been achieved by the attackers. We did see it after all, right? Oh, but the rotation was clever, as well. He's gonna get burned out. No, that's the end. That's the end of him. Yeah, should have had a Wamai or two, but right there. And Ceres double kill. There you go. That's nice. That's nice. And therefore, we are going to be faced with a 2v5 situation. At this point, OnlyFans' victory seems very likely, or if not to say imminent. Let's see how exactly it's going to go down. So both players are watching basically the southern side, one from Good Stairs, one from Cash Stash, and Kozak. Oh, that's interesting. So breaching this wall is going to make it so that he doesn't have to vault through the window, you know, the angle that Kunai is watching. But going as far as planting, where is he planting? Baiting a nitro cell, I get that. But like, there's nobody down here, right? Percy's making sure of that, so you don't have to be cautious or afraid of planting on the opening on the floor. Plus, it's like mostly because of frag grenades that you as the attackers did throw. That nitro cell isn't gonna get nothing done. Kunai gets one. The Angel falls, 1v4 situation. He doesn't do too much, and there you have it. OnlyFans winning round number 6. We are going to head into the roll swap with a 3-3 scoreline. Considering that the map is defense-sided, I want to say that OnlyFans did have a really, really good track record. As far, I'm just going to add some specification to that sentence, because as far as the second map is concerned, let's not forget about the 7-0 blunder loss that they took last map. Okay, yeah, it looks like the replays are off a little. Huh, that happens. Penduloni saying, told you Lycos, oh shit, Madame Lycos is in place, bonsoir. Moi, si je vais cool, move me, banda. Oh, I guess you're in a Discord asking to be moved. Yeah, that's like the ever-ending struggle. Hey, I'm in your server. You want to like move me to the members only section so I can actually chat with you? Like this, we all have had this conversation at one point if you're using Discord, which at this point everybody does, right? I remember before Discord, like I was using Skype, and Skype is hardly a competitive platform anymore. Okay, personal anecdotes aside, round number 7, OnlyFans are now defending, and their spirits are up compared to what we had on Oregon before, right? Gosh, leave the coconut bro, Jeff. Okay, so reinforcements here. 2 ADS devices. Thing is, like, the ADS devices aren't going to protect you against, like we saw before, Kapitao fire. However, NTNS Gaming aren't actually playing Kapitao, so that's got to be encouraging to some degree, to some level, on some level. So you got to get the English syntax straight. Amarak putting down some barbed wire here. Where are your Evil Eyes though? I've missed them. To be honest, I don't know where they are. Okay, that's unfortunate, but really it is just my failure. Sarah is kind of ready to contest that window, but the attackers already are on the half-roof wall, or they're on the terrace, if I can put it that way. So holding the angle in the window is going to be a moot point. Plus, a Kunai is going to get a nasty kill on none other than Amarak. So, of course, losing the Maestro early on into the round is going to greatly reduce the plant denial capabilities that OnlyFans have at their disposal. Kozak really is the one and only last remaining defender that can prevent the diffuser from being planted, except if you get a proper kill. Natural cells can help out in that instance, and if we were to talk about those explosive devices, Ceres and Percy are equipped to deal such kind of explosive damage. and Kunai is going to meet that explosive damage head on. That is going to be hurting him enough to put him down for the rest of the round. But a 4v4 situation can absolutely go both ways. Storm's right here in construction, and to be honest, doesn't seem to have been spotted out. I mean, if he was to peek in while Percy was planting the electricity, it could have been really dangerous. Is Storm unaware of the electricity being planted? Or does he just have that much trust into Kozak's covering fire? Okay, so interesting. Right there, they're going to be realizing that each other is there, so they're going to be making each other's acquaintance. Looks like smoke canisters are ready to be popped out. Angela is also coming up, so that looks like a full-blown rotation for NTNS Gaming. They realized that, you know, playing the exterior wall wasn't going to work out too great. Not exactly sure what Ayuz is playing at right there. There are plenty of windows if you wanted to get out of that situation. With 50 seconds on the clock, the push is going to have to happen. It's starting to be a bit late to try for a rotation. Angel is working on that, you know, window right there, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to work out too great. Like, Saris has a cross angle, Kozak has a cross angle, Percy also. Angel is really just a distraction more than anything else. Storm would have to get in, because once again, Angel isn't gonna. Oh, the rotation was a distraction to allow Percy. Oh no, but the Tricksing is going to work out. And that is going to be time costly, the kind of time that the attackers now no longer can afford to waste. So Ash gets in, Storm is alive, but not for too long. And yeah, that is just round over. OnlyFans, I want to say, have won it, except if NTNS Gaming can pull off a massive clutch. Lycos gets a kill. Actually, Amani is low on health. Oh, there you have it. Percy getting a kill. Lycos, last player alive. Nah. He can hold on to hope, because that's a healthy thing to do. But yeah, that was not gonna happen. Libajar saying, by the way, we have an amazing caster. Let's go OnlyFans. GG. Libajar, are you talking about me, or are you talking about like your team? Are you part of these of either of these two teams? Like I said, I am oblivious to what's happening around me. Take that in the most literal sense of the word. I have like a toddler, 4-year-old's low IQ, who can speak better than a 4-year-old. That's all that's happening right now. Okay. So, OnlyFans, for the first time in forever, well, since the beginning of the best of 3, it is a first period. They have the upper hand, not as far as the one round is concerned, but as far as the scoreline is concerned. 4-3, they are only 3 points away from a victory, whereas the opponents do need they need one more victory before they can make that happen. With that being said, let's take a look at that very round that's going to be happening right here. Interesting. Are we witnessing an SSG basement strat? Wait. Castle barricade here. Castle barricade there. No top floor control though. Okay, so that's going to be odd. So who do we have? Imani? Reinforcing the hatch. Yeah, of course it was. We're going to reinforce it. But still, it looks like it's not exactly. No, wait. Stairs is on the top floor. That rotation. That barricade. Reinforcing here. Okay. We are witnessing an SSG basement chat. Let's see how NTNS are going to go at it. So, Storm wants to work on the... Oh, that's aggressive. How did that happen? Imani, where did you get the kill from? Was he prone in the stairs? Oh, nice. Nice. And I'm saying this, you know, from the perspective of OnlyFans player or supporter, because that was hard breaching lost. Part of it. There still is an ace. As we can see right here, Angel is playing ace. Stating the obvious, aren't I? Item number 1. Item number 2, that was diffuser lost. So, I mean, if Amani wanted to hold on to the angle a bit more aggressively, with any kind of luck, he could have gotten the kill on Angel as well, which would then have been an absolute masterful, really strong double kill to have. That didn't happen immediately. But item number 1, item number 2, I mean, reaching plus diffuser could have been interesting. It looks like NTNS Gaming's strategy is going to be to just ignore and circumvent the top floor roamers and rush down blue stairs instead. However, as you can see, that's the theory, and the practice is just not going to back up that kind of wishful thinking. 2v5 situation, Storm is kind of stuck, he can't push in, there's a Banshee, and of course destroying the Banshee would be a death sentence. You might want to roll a nade to make sure that to destroy that PC utility from afar, but yeah, that would be utility loss, right? Whose silhouette is that? That's Percy, right? Yeah, that was Percy. If he peeks, he could likely get the kill, but no. It looks like Angel was ready for him, and he was holding his ground. Unlike Storm, though, Amarak got a 3 kills, so he could get a 4K in total. Angel's running right now. He's gonna have to ask his teammates to hold into the ground because, yeah, he has to get his gun up ASAP. Amani is in the boiler right there, utility room, right? So if he wants to push up the blue stairs, Angel could find himself in hot waters, but oh, that's going to, that's okay. That's gonna be just a tactical timeout. So what can I say? OnlyFans, now they did manage to win some or to achieve something that NTNS didn't get to. And I'm talking about winning 2 rounds in a row, assuming that Angel doesn't try to clutch this round or that he doesn't succeed in clutching this round. At this point, it seems to be a given, right? So, OnlyFans won both on the top floor, on the basement floor, and therefore our next round is, well, 99% sure to be a gym bedroom, right? I mean, they're never going to go a stock and stock and bar. So at this point, OF really does have the advantage, right? It's going to be a 5-3 situation. They're going to have a 2 points lead. And from that point on, what can you say? A 2 points lead
15 seconds left.
is going to help in the sense that the map is defense-sided. Yes, granted, our next defense of gym and bedroom is going to be a tertiary defense. Ergo, it is going to be a bit harder for OnlyFans to successfully defend. However, you know, supposing, nice kill by the way at the end of the round there, assuming that OnlyFans were to lose the next round, it would still be a 5-4, and then they would be back to their primary and secondary bomb site, which, as we just saw there, they were able to fairly easily successfully defend. So, yeah, make of that what you may, but it is looking like OnlyFans' path to victory is fairly obtainable or fairly easy to well, turn into an actual reality. So, yeah. With that being said, let's just take a look at the replays because their strategy, OnlyFans' strategy, was kind of interesting. At this point, I mean, if you don't want to go against the roaming defense, you really do have to come down either with their tunnel, which is really choke pointy, or utility room blue, which is also really choke pointy. Anything else is going to give you some exposure to those pesky dreaded roamers, which is what NTNS Gaming in that instance did want to avoid. But really, creating the illusion of a breach or of a weakness in the defense is just there to entice NTNS Gaming to try and execute a utility room push. And that really did just play into OnlyFans' hand. So congratulations is really all that I have to say. Round number 9. Blah, I hesitated there, didn't I? Round number 9. Round number 9. So, reinforcements here and there. Also towards the shower. Is he going to reinforce the second part of the wall? No, he's not. I mean, there's no mirror in that composition. Plus, she's been banned, so I guess that's a moot point. But you'd usually like not reinforce that second wall if there was a mirror window, which in this case there's not going to be one. That I am unsure. I am unsure about this very Vulcan shield, as you could fairly easily destroy it from the from construction. But of course, the extended hold is going to, at the very least, attempt to deny access to even construction or even cash stash to the attackers. So let's see how exactly that plays out, because there's theory and then there is practice. And then there's me taking a sip of water. Kunai right here. So that was the first blood. Sarah's Badge of the Dust. Thus getting landing credit or support to the idea I did put forward that, you know, NTNS Gaming will have a supposedly successful attack or successful push here. The wall, of course, has been reinforced and jammed. Yeah, entirely jammed. So that's 3 mute jammers used up, actually. Interesting. So Hibana is going to have a hard time. No, it's not. Wait, it's not. Oh, that's because I used from underneath to destroy the mute jammer. Gotcha. So Lycos now has a potential line of sight on Amani. Let's see how exactly he's going to react to that, because if he turns around to protect himself from the red stairs, well, then, of course, the doorway right there would be his hypothetical, or in that situation, actual weakness. But he's not going to bite. That flash, though, was just too good. So he is going to be extremely weak. Frag and refrag situation, though. So Amrak did come through here. Of course, he was unsuccessful in preventing the kill from happening in the first place, but the refrag was swift and just as efficient as you could realistically expect it to be. However, the gun's rate of fire is just too slow in a face-to-face pre-fire, like quick peek from Ayuz right there. Ayuz is likely to get the kill. That aggressive peek yet has to happen, and Anorak has had some good rotation, which is going to land a headshot and thus keep the upper hand for OnlyFans. So yeah, it looks like NTNS's push is slowly but surely falling apart, and if they lose that round, I would go as far as to say that the entire map is lost, because they would be in a 3-6 situation playing on OnlyFans' primary bomb site. That would be a heavy hill to climb out of. A steep price to ask, so to say. So, 44 seconds remaining on the clock, 3v2 situation. What can you expect? Answer is, not too much, right? Angela's droning. This could be the last drone before the last ditch attempt, the last ditch push. Lycos right here. Heavy pre-fires. There is another opening over there. Kozak's holding the angle. Lycos did look at the right-hand side, almost as if just to cover his bases, but he didn't seem to be actively expecting a threat to be there. So either he did just gather intel, now he's going to be more cautious, or he really is just likely to fall prey to Kozak's fire. But all of that is just going to be a moot point, as, well, the timing is going to prove problematic. So Angel is going to try to plant. Wait, running in like that? Oh no. Oh no, yeah, Lycos is going to plant. Nitro Cell is not going to get a kill because of the hard wall. He's going to put it down. He gets the kill. Okay, he gets to pull it off. Dropping down the hatch. Playing risky. Because right there, you know, Kozak is going to destroy it. So now Lycos has 4 seconds to run back up. And he doesn't hear the diffuser being destroyed. It is going to come down to the wire. He does not get it. OnlyFans winning the round with a risky, ballsy move by Kozak. But I guess it paid off, didn't it? So yeah, running down the stairs was a mistake. Nicely done. Nicely done, OnlyFans, NTNS Gaming. You almost had it. I will go as far as to say that it is unfortunate, but Ace just rushing in was the mistake that did cost you the round. Because, of course, he died doing nothing. And with or without Angel, the diffuser would have been planted. It did get planted without Angel. So suppose Angel instead stays out of the building, stays on the balcony, you know, looking through the window. He could have covered really well, actually. So, for example, the kill that Lycos got on Amrak was a clutch. Not exactly a flick shot, but you know, he was getting his bearings up after having planted down the lunchbox. So that kill could easily not have happened, whereas if Angel was there, it likely would have gone the other way around. Well, it likely would have happened like it did, but it happening the way it did wasn't granted. Okay, my phrasing is really weird, really odd, and kind of hard to follow. I hope you guys did get what I'm trying to say, but if you didn't, that's really on me. So, match point situation. NTNS Gaming will have to attempt a CCTV cache stash push. That is, yeah, not a given and not by a long shot. So, just like last time, 2 ADS devices here. They're easy to overload nowadays, right? So, if NTNS Gaming want to push onto Catwalk, onto Rafters, they really are going to have to overload and to get a kill ASAP. And, you know, aggressive, assertive, and executive action from Garage is kind of rare. It's hard to come by. Like, you would usually be probing, droning, asking yourself, do we really want to commit to a Garage push, and then actually do it. So, oh wait, a run out? Yeah, that was not gonna fly. That was not going to work. And who did we lose? Amani. Amani being, well, not exactly but among the top fraggers for OnlyFans, lending some credibility to the hypothetical idea that NTNS may not yet be lost. But yeah, they are really backs against the wall. So, Sarah Fracker playing quite aggressive, like he's in the middle of lounge, right? Vulnerable from a push from bar, from stocks, from garage, from blue. So, yeah, him staying there was more or less of a death sentence, especially if he was to be alone, which he was. So he did have to flee away, or to run away. And there, Storm's opening it up. Oh no, the drone! Oh no, the drone! Nitro Cell might still get the kid now. No, okay, nicely done. All around, Sarah's nicely done. But yeah, the drone now did move, and it was just enough to realize what was happening. But still, even now that Storm is effectively blind, well, he doesn't have a drone anymore. He still has his own highs. But now would have been a really good moment for Saris to keep on pushing in. He does push, but from the other way around. So him getting the frag on Kunai could actually be a blessing in disguise, since now Storm knows that, I mean, the threat that was keeping him on that balcony is no longer there. So he cannot walk in. He's not in logistics office. And wait, is it just me? Like, there's a slit right there. Cyrus is likely to get cut up there. Oh, how ironic it would be. But no, they both make it out of there alive.
A bomb has been located.
And yeah, NTNS, even though they're trying as hard as they can, they are not getting any kind of advantage or any kind of edge on their opponents. And that is a bit of a problem. The grenades could be interesting. It is going to roll, but not far enough. Bandit battery there has been destroyed, so if either Lycos or Angel want to rotate, that could be an interesting prospect. With a minute remaining on the clock, you can absolutely still drone, rotate, rethink what you want to be doing.
Attackers have dropped.
But hesitating really is a luxury. Is a luxury that NTNS Gaming no longer have right now. So let's see how that's going to happen. Wait, does Storm still have one grenade? He does. So if he wanted to, he could, like, for example, jump the grenade out of that opening hole there, and either onto Ceres, on Percy. I should have cooked it a bit less so that it goes a tiny bit further. Percy would have died there. But, you know, woulda, shoulda, coulda is hypotheticals. Let's see how this actually turns out to be. Ceres is going to bite the dust. He could still be revived, but it is extremely unlikely to happen, leaving us with effectively a 3-3 situation behind the bomb there, in the opening over there. So a few seconds on the clock, handful of seconds. That's going to be Percy losing a lot of health, but he's still up. He falls down though, leaving us with Kozak, last player alive. 1v2 situation. He could still deny a plant. He only has to forget Lycos. Outruns that flash grenade. He's going to get one. Angel just didn't put the diffuser down. Wallbangs could be possible on either sides. That's the SMG-11 though. Wallbanging too hard would be dangerous, but that does not matter as he did put his opponent down. And that's going to be a good half. So OnlyFans did win the map. Oh, yeah, that's just for a good measure, right? Just for a good measure. Wait, Kozak, don't throw this, okay? Just don't throw. Okay. So, this is now OnlyFans winning their map. Once again, let's just not forget that OnlyFans lost in a tragic 7-0 fashion on Oregon. So them coming back here kind of shows that they are not going to be bullied into submission and that they're not going to lose any kind of morale that they had just because they lost the first map. So that is encouraging. I mean, it did lead to them gaining an entire point, which is, you know, no small thing. So that was item number one. Item number two is they did dominate. I mean, they went 3-3 for the rule swap and they did not lose a single defense. Congratulations. Let's go for the replays one last time. Like so. And to the players in game chat. Of course, if you did stop your mouse recording, I would ask you to restart the game. If you didn't stop your mouse recording, do you want to have a 5 minutes break or do you want to jump into the next map right away?
10 seconds to go.
Waiting for an answer. Awesome. Third map is Villa.
Protect the diffuser. Position compromised.
Okay, so OnlyFans won that round, won that map. Let's just update it into map ban. Map ban. Let's just hope it is not going to be too picky.
Defenders disable the diffuser.
And it looks like we're going to be having a co-caster. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Freezing. Another one of you, another fan favorite caster, though so far he was a French-Canadian caster. I don't know if he's comfortable in casting in English.
10 seconds to go.
But if so, he's going to be joining us pretty quickly.
5 seconds left.
And he did text me 4 minutes ago. He did message me 3 minutes ago. So with any luck. Okay, if I come here, both teams do have a point. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so let's just come in here, update the map. On Villa, update the team names. Blue team is going to be only NTNS Gaming. And the other team is OnlyFans. There we go. Am I getting a call? I am getting a call. Yep. Okay, yeah, he's going to be calling me. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Freezing, freezing, freezing. Rice saying, yeah, as you can see, NTNS Gaming, they do love Clubhouse, don't they? Hey, Freezing!
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, to be honest, right here.
That's amazing because I mean you did tell me what did you tell me like no it wasn't you that was like feeling sick or tired or something that wasn't feeling too great to not cast tonight. Somebody else did tell me that because like I just for the chat I did offer you to pick that match to be like the lead caster, the lead scrim, and you said you weren't sure because you were scheduled, right?
Yeah, because we were missing the players on one of the teams I'm coaching actually.
Right.
And I had to sub for these guys, so just for tonight, and we kind of finished right now. And
on SCL, right?
Yeah.
You're playing with Alvin on Imp, right? On Impact.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Gotcha.
So it went pretty well. We won tonight, and I saw we were going on third map, so I said like, if offer still stands,
right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely. So here's my question to you. I know we've never casted before. Do you like getting to know each other is going to be a bit of a learning process that we're going to go through on air. Do you have Parsec?
I'm not sure.
Because that's the software I use to screen share because it is like higher resolution, lower latency plus audio compared to Discord, right? So that's what I do what I do tend to use to share my screen with the co-hosts.
Yep, and I do have Parsec installed.
Awesome. Do you have me as a friend? If not, just look up Hansa4. There's only one of me.
I believe I do have you because you helped me for scheduling my or setting up my Twitch.
Possible, very possible. In that instance, just ask to connect to 6th Gen, the computer I labeled 6th Gen. I'm going to grant you access. There you go. And now you're in. Now you should be seeing the game.
Let's go.
Also, I'm going to be giving you a screen share on the streaming computer. So you should be having like, if you have 2 screens, like just put Discord on the one because of course replays are going to be on here. The second map is Villa. Yeah, let me just double make sure. It would be unfortunate if I didn't make a stupid mistake. Yeah, third map is going to be Villa. OnlyFans starting an attack yet again. There you go. Okay. So, yeah, NTNS Gaming, are you ready to go? Let's see if NTNS are ready because I'm just hearing radio silence for them. I use async. Ready? All right. Well, you know the drill. Good luck. Have fun. May the best team win. No. I use no. My bad. Not ready. Okay. Okay. Let's not start right away. Waiting for your signal.
What side do we start at?
Attacking.
Okay.
You start attacking every single map on this best of 3.
Damn. The guy doing the map ban on my team. Heesh.
All right. So, yeah.
Probably you.
It was me.
Okay, so without further ado, since NTNS did give us their green light, good luck, have fun, may the best team win. Let's jump into it.
So I do have a little question for you.
Yes, go ahead. Oh, did I name them OnlyPans? Did I? No, okay, so they're called OnlyFans in game. Did I mislabel them on? No, okay, there's no OnlyFans. Sorry, I did have to make sure of that. Go ahead. What was your question?
Yeah, so I saw the how could I say this? But the voting for who's going to be winning. Was it for only third map or was it for the best of 3?
For best of 3 as a whole.
Okay. So I see most viewers seem to be voting for OnlyFans, like a 59 to 41, I believe so.
Yes.
All right.
Let me give you the proper number. 13 votes for OnlyFans and 9 for NTNS Gaming. I have to say this was a great turnout because you'd usually get like 5, 6, 7 votes total. Here we're above 20. So that's really amazing. I mean, I got to some extent playoffs do have to be playing a role in that situation because like it is going to be attracting more people, therefore more engagement with the chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's that. So yeah, we've never casted before, and to be honest, never formally introduced in the sense that like you were playing for a team here, like during the main season, you left the team and then you came on as a caster, if I'm not mistaken, with somebody else.
I was actually playing for NTNS Gaming.
Okay.
So
okay, gotcha. And to be honest, like you immediately became a fan favorite caster. Like people did come to me after your streams and they told me, hey, don't let go of this guy. He's amazing. He is just so great. So congratulations. What's your secret?
I guess I'll take the compliment or I'm going to say thank you to all people saying that. Obviously, I got still a lot to learn because I'm definitely not perfect on this on casting or whatever. I'm doing some mistakes sometimes, but I mean, I believe that I'm doing kind of good because I got good
Oh, you
game
are.
knowledge. Yeah, I got good game knowledge. So by having a good game knowledge, I can like understand things that teams are doing and explaining them, and this is probably why people like watching it. I believe so because I'm explaining what they're doing or what they're doing wrong, and you know, I believe that would be what maybe people like.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah. So in a sense, you would consider yourself more as an analyst than a play-by-play caster, correct?
Absolutely.
Awesome, because I consider myself a play-by-play, so I guess we're going to be a great match tonight.
Yep.
Before the map starts, I just want to rehash something
Many bombs as they can.
Yep.
that I said at the beginning of the stream, and of course, many people may not have been there at the beginning of the stream. Two things. First and foremost, the open qualifiers for the next season of the DAL are open for registration. The quals themselves are going to be on the weekend of the January 23rd and 24th, so it's still over a month away. But still, if you can't wait and you want to be participating in the next season, you are already able to register. Just type !quals in chat and the bot will respond with an invite. Plus, if you are a team that is currently playing in the DAL, and if you want to refer another team to the quals, if the team you referred makes it through the quals into the next season, we're taking $5 off of your next season's entry fee. With that being said, round number one, you are analysts, so what do you think of that defense? So it's going to be a top floor hold for a kitchen and dining room defense, which is quite odd for a first round.
I believe I've seen NTNS playing a lot of times in Villa. I believe they're pretty much their best map right now. Not first time I see these guys going upstairs first. We see they're playing Goyos to be able, I believe, to be holding above. Why are we holding above here on NTNS? Because vertical play right here in kitchen is really important. So if they do take above, that means master in trophy and statuary. If they take that really fast, they can make some holes. Make the defenders rotate at this point on site, and from that they just can get some free picks. Because if you hold in crossfires and the anchors are rotating at this point, like it's free kills for attack, right? And I believe yeah. So I believe like right there they're how could I say this? But I mean they're executing on the steady side, who's not definitely like that could be a really good thing because they're obviously killing Ayers right here. That was really something like kind of important because he was a far roamer. But they still got to do some real good job here in trophy in the statuary.
Absolutely, and as you can see, the defenders are being pressed pretty tight. Kunai here is hiding also behind a Vulcan shield, so that can be dangerous. As you can see, he got concussed there, so if it was a true grenade, he would likely be pretty much dead. Him bailing out is going to leave Lycos to his own devices. He also had to bail, so at this point, Storm, oh, he's out of a nitro cell. That's unfortunate. He's going to try another one. Oh, and Ceres is losing a lot of health, but that's not enough. So far, it looks like the attackers aren't actually aware that the top floor has been cleared out. I mean, Ceres was still like aiming down sights and actively ready for a firefight. So, yeah, it took a bit of time for OnlyFans to realize they're the masters of the top floor, but now they know that and they're going to be acting accordingly. That gets destroyed pretty easily, and now we're actually working on a bottom floor push. Oh, the PC is freezing a little bit. It wasn't you guys, wasn't the stream, it was the game computer. Why are you like this? With that being said, now I mean, it is going to be... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so like I said earlier, you see like Bog is getting vertical play, and after already 2 minutes, they got top foot control. So right now, NTNS got to place themselves, they got to rotate, they got to get those free, like, isolate those 1v1s, try to get those kills to bring back, like, get maybe advantage right here in this round. Right now, I mean, OnlyFans probably in a big, huge advantage right here. If they just can get to the wall to open, play bomb, diffuser, like... Right there, I'm gonna get a second kill, like I'm saying. Bog playing vertically once again. Third kill goes right here. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be a 1v5 situation. One is down, so it's effectively 1v4. And there you go. He gets the kill, so it's not gonna be a flawless situation. He did save face, but it's that's all he got, right? One kill is only. Yeah.
I mean, at the point, like I said earlier, when you get vertical play, you see the anchors just dropping. Attacking most likely getting those kills because I mean defense didn't land their C4s. I think we missed about 3 C4s at least.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, absolutely.
It is kind of unfortunate. I believe it was 2 C4s, but I think they had a pulse. Oh, they did a high Goyo though, so I'm not really sure. But I mean,
you had pulse Goyo.
Yeah, and
mute.
Yeah.
I use with the Melusi could also have had an extra cell, so that was like huge fracking potentials that were just blunted and wasted.
Yeah, exactly.
Real quick, just opening up a small parenthesis. So why are we casting in English? At the beginning of the stream, we did have Anglophone viewers in chat, namely the Mishmash players, because of course they're going to be playing against the winner of that match next week. So presumably they wanted to scout and that kind of stuff. And this is why we did switch to English, because at the very beginning of the stream I was talking in French. So my question to chat right now, giving you 5 minutes, if there's any Anglophone players or Anglophone viewers in chat, please let us know. If nobody says please stay in English, starting next round we could switch back to French. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty good, to be honest. I mean, if there's no English viewers, there's like pretty much no point talking in English. But obviously, we're gonna be doing it if there's English viewers.
5 seconds to go.
So,
Right. So if we look right here, like I mean, NTNS did switch side. I believe they did understood that it was not the thing to do to play that side once more. They're gonna be playing Statuary is a pretty good site, a pretty normal site, and we see their comp going differently. I believe so. We saw Wamai this round, as usual. I believe AU is gonna be on the Melusi, and Jaeger will be a Kunai as usual, and we'll see Angel Smoke instead of the mute, and like us will be going on Maestro, I believe, instead of either Pulse or Goyo. I'm not so sure about this. So yeah, Ash getting first kill right here on Jaeger. Really good frag. I believe maybe its defense were playing maybe too aggressive. Trying to get this
I want to say
first
yes.
Yeah.
I want to say yes, because look at this. So he was trying to hold on to aviation, but the wall right here was soft. So, I mean, crossfire capabilities were just through the roof. So it comes to no surprise that the early picks are going to go OnlyFans' way. And now they're basically free to walk right up to the OBJ door. You know, taking control of bomb site itself is going to be another can of worms entirely. But at the very least, roaming capabilities have been severely limited. Ayuz is actually the last roamer alive. And yeah, he's playing a long game. He's not actually going to be contesting map control at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a second kill right here. I mean, it's not necessarily bad Ayus is playing passive, because he does have the C4, right? So he can play vertically, but he's got to do something quick. He really has to do something quick, because he's gonna need at some point to rotate back on site. And
he isn't doing anything actually.
Yeah,
That's the thing. So
but
right
he
here,
yeah,
go ahead.
he is in position to put a C4, right?
Yeah, and oh, you're right. Right here, he's moving. So he's going to be coming back up. I want to say Astronomy Stairs. Storms is going to get a kill on Sarah, so that is going to start to equilibrate back the teams. But yeah, right here, Storm is just going to be missing too many bullets to be comfortable, quite frankly, with you guys. But there you go. He gets a kill. That was Bear the Diffuser. There is Percy right there to get the refrag. R4C likely get the kill. Oh, Amani's going to get that, actually. Still, it doesn't change too much. Oh, that could actually be dangerous. He's not in the smoke. Where's the... Oh, it's just too far out. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. But there you have it. Kozak with a nasty kill. Angel in a 1v3 situation. Diffuser has been planted. That is going to be a top sell. He is expecting Amani, but Amani still gets the kill.
So yeah, I mean, right here, really good attack. Second attack right here from OnlyFan. We see these guys having a pretty good coordination. Ain't gonna lie. I believe we may have potatoed a little bit on both teams. I mean, Wamai getting a double kill should have been able to get that, but we did get the refrag, and we're still watching flank from Master window. That was really important, because A is trying to flank from there, and having that cover from Master is really important, because it could have literally changed all the round if A was able to flank and get the kill on Diffuser. He didn't manage to after smoking a 1v3. He ain't able to clutch, and I believe it was Amani with a triple kill, unless I'm wrong. Really good round from Amani right here.
Yeah, I mean, he was potent. And a few people are asking us to keep casting in English, so there you go, it's gonna say in English. For example, Panda only does speak both French and English, but then Grunts were English viewers. There you go. So, yeah, even though the French is going to be the absolute majority here, we are trying to be as inclusive as possible. French people in North America do learn English for obvious reasons, but the other way around isn't actually true. So, there you have it. We are going to be sticking to the international language of the interwebs. So that is going to be another statues defense. So, okay, my question at this point, because NTNS Gaming just are losing round after round at this point. The match is still very early on, so anything gets to be possible. But why are NTNS not going aviation in games room? What's the rationale behind that decision?
I believe, like, right now, I do believe it's not necessarily a bad play to go back over there, because it was a lot tighter than first round. I mean, like,
Yeah, correct.
For-
Plus, they're
second round.
actually going to be prepared this time. Look at the reinforcements,
Exactly.
so Kunai will
So
not
this
be caught
time-
off guard.
This time they're actually placing walls for roamers to waste as much time as possible. They can play a little bit more aggressive without being necessarily in danger, because they have those walls to cover themselves. And I believe that if roamers can actually waste more time, it's gonna be a lot more difficult for NTNS to put. I mean, a lot easier for NTNS to defend site.
You're correct. However, it looks like OnlyFans will not be playing in NTNS's hand. Percy seemingly is joining because he would likely want to come in through dining room. And what you do when you're in dining, when you have a foothold on the first floor, you either walk up the astronomy stairs or the red stairs. And that would be twofold. Either you're right here basically behind the defenders, or if you're in the red stairs, you're kind of cutting the team in half, right? Ayuz and the other roamers would be stuck in aviation, and the remainder of the guys anchoring on OBJ proper would, well, then be cut off of the rest of the team. Looks like we're going to be roaming a bit more aggressively. So Kunai here dropping down. You can hear there is an air jab. So whoever that is playing verticality, like Buck, I want to say, yeah, of course, Buck. His backs is safe, even though Kunai is looking for a way to get to him.
Absolutely, and we see right here these guys change their attack in side. They go for kitchen instead of the study like they did last round. They're gonna play vertically, so get the bandits. Stop for anybody to bandit trick. But we see those roamers like flanking, and right now, oh, A is just barely missing the kill, putting some a lot of damage here on Ash.
So unfortunate.
Ash, yeah, unfortunate a little bit here from AU's. But like we see, roamers are putting pressure this round, and there's like almost 2 minutes done in this round, and all 5 defenders are still alive, and we just breached wall right here.
Yeah, that's actually huge. Absolutely. Storms has been concussed. So, I mean, America's going to know there's somebody right there. There's no way to just funnel in. Those flash grenades are still going to go off. It's OMI. It's not a Jaeger, right? So, yeah, he is utterly defenseless. Doesn't get pushed while he was down. So, that is good news, I guess, as far as that one situation is concerned. He's inflicting a lot of damage to Amark. So, it's looking quite likely that he's going to be single-handedly capable of shutting down that entire arm, that entire flank to the push. And I mean, the astronomy situation isn't too good looking either for the attackers. So yeah, this is looking like it's going to be the first round one for NTNS Gaming. But no, he was unaware of that Hibana laying prone right there. Kozak's going to get the kill. 2v3 situation, 20-some seconds on the clock. 1v3, I am going to have to correct myself. Yeah, can Angel pull this off? It would be possible. He has map control, while OBJ control. Plus, I mean, he is smoke. But still, 1v3, the numbers aren't looking too great for him.
He does get the kill though on Ash in a 1v2 situation. Diffuser gets down. Can he clutch? Gets the kill here on Ibana. A 1v1
Amani
situation
pushing in.
here. Amani
Yes.
versus Smoke, and Amani will get the kill. Here I believe, like, I'm gonna be honest here. It looked on NTNS way, but I believe that all those shots that were missed, those missed opportunities right here, because I mean, NTNS were doing so much damage to OnlyFans, but couldn't close those kills. And by not closing those kills, like, I mean, Ash right here, I believe she was the first one getting lit. She got lit for almost 50 HP by AUs, and she still did get a double kill in this round. It was huge for OnlyFans. If A got that first kill, the round would have been completely different. So I believe it's maybe some missed opportunities here from NTNS or missed shots, because that was definitely a round for NTNS.
You're right. You're right. And so far, I mean, OnlyFans, they have done a complete 180. I know you did you watch the first map? I don't think you were, because you were like playing on SCL, correct?
Yeah.
So OnlyFans lost the first map, which was Oregon 7-0. They started attacking, by the way, so the defense side of this other map did help NTNS, but at the end of the day, 7-0, and NTNS did win the first map on Clubhouse as well. So that was like an 8 rounds win streak for the blue team. Amazing performances. OnlyFans, of course, won the last map. You did see that. And now they just took 3 rounds in a row. So this is now looking really, really good. This is looking like it's going to be OnlyFans' game. What else can I say? NTNS are starting to drop the ball. But would you consider this map as being defense-sided or offense-sided? Because if it is defense-sided, if the nature of the situation should favor NTNS and yet OnlyFans are winning 3-0, this would become a really, really difficult situation for NTNS.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna say it's most likely defensive map, because I've seen NTNS play on this map and how they play on this map and where were they more performant. It was usually on defense. Seeing these guys playing defense usually had a really good coordination and were able to come back in defense. But seeing these guys going 0-3 on one of their best map, I believe so, when they're choosing first sign it's going to be defense, I believe it's looking really good here for OnlyFans. Even though if NTNS come back 3-3, I mean, OnlyFans, if they're doing pretty good in defense, should be probably winning this game. Like, I won't say it's for sure, but I mean, it's looking really good right now for OnlyFans.
And I can actually not disagree with you. I mean, once they start defending, as we could see wow, that is a ballsy move. Okay, yeah, but Amani wasn't gonna actually contest that. Oh yeah, because you have to rappel down because of that chimney right there. So yeah, I guess it was actually quite safe, all things considered. Yeah, because if we want to go into more granular detail, looking at the previous map, which was Clubhouse, I mean, of course, right, it was Clubhouse. It was a 3-3 situation by the end of the first half. So NTNS winning 3 rounds on defense and losing 3 rounds in defense. But OnlyFans did not lose a single round after the role swap. Once they started defending, they had a flawless track record. So all things considered, I mean, it's been, at this point, mental math is off by a little bit. I want to say like 7 or 8 rounds that NTNS lost in a row, back to back to back. So this has to be a bit of a shock to them. Right there, Kunai is playing aggressive. He's going to get a double kill. He did hear the Hibana placing down those X-Kyroses on the wall, so he might want to contest that. She is on the bed, so he's not looking at head level because of that. And he's going to get caught in between 2 lines of fire. So that is going to be Kunai, a huge fragger for his team, downed. And Percy is going to get to pick up the kill. That's just a formality at this point. Let's also not forget the fact that it's a 2v4, now 4 situation. So it's going to have to be a 2-man comeback situation. He's going to evade the C4, but he gets rushed by the Maroon. I'm always forgetting the name of that operator. Wow.
Melusi?
Melusi, thank you very much. So yeah, Kozak now has to pull off a 1v4 situation. 47 seconds on the clock. It is possible, but he does not exactly have the kit. Hibana is not a frag-heavy operator.
He's got to try right here to get those 1v1s. Because, I mean, in a 1v4, you cannot just swing. You got to try to isolate those 1v1s. And this is pretty much what he's trying to do right here. He doesn't have any info on Goyo. I believe he might be thinking he's above. Oh, the bullets right here. He gets shots. Get the information at this point from on Goyo, my bad. And actually, Jaeger's going to be refragging. I believe it was a double kill right here from Jaeger. Unless I'm... Yeah, double kill from Jaeger as well as Kunai. So, A is and... Kunai getting 2 double kills and Melusi flanking, I believe so. I mean, it may be some miscommunication here on OnlyFans site. They played really aggressive. Like, Kunai got 2 really good early picks by playing aggressive. Maybe OnlyFans was not prepared for that. They used to maybe too much confit. How could I say this? But I mean, they're thinking maybe it was too easy, not prepared for them to swing. Because they played 3-0 right away.
Yeah, and I mean, mental games also are a thing. If OnlyFans win 3 rounds in a row and they start to feel comfortable, they can start to also make a few easy mistakes because of them kind of more or less thinking that they have an easy win on their hands. And, you know, that's the irony of the situation, because you think you're going to have an easy win, then you suddenly end up not having one. So, I mean, if it was mental, you know, this kind of mental situation, well, then NTNS will be likely to win another round, because then OnlyFans, now that they have gotten soft, it usually takes a round or two to, you know, get your serious playstyle back up. Plus, right here, at last, NTNS will be defending Games Room, so that, I want to say, is as encouraging as can be, because, of course, Games Room and Aviation is among the most defense-sided and the easiest to defend on this map, you know, so... we're going to give them any kind of advantage or benefits of the doubt that we can give them, because at this point, NTNS kind of do need those pieces of good news.
Absolutely. And I mean, OnlyFans can, like you said, can have a disadvantage because, you know, being too confident right here and making some mistakes, but it can be as well a good thing for OnlyFans, because NTNS are, you know, having a bad time, kind of, you know, not concentrated, or, you know, only having momentum right here. But I believe, like, NTNS putting a 1 round right here, they got to get this round, I believe. So if they do win this round, they're obviously probably going to be winning 3rd round in a row. But if they do not win this round, I believe it might be a 5-1 here in attack for OnlyFans. And we're going to see here Aviation hold for, or sight on Aviation in a games room. First time for NTNS right here.
And so you said if OnlyFans wins this round, they're likely to win the next one, which would be, like you said, I'm just repeating you right here, it would be a 5-1. In a sense, a 5-1 with OnlyFans then defending would be extremely hard to come back from. So would you see the entire game more or less depends on this one round?
I would say yes, because if OnlyFans does go out with momentum here in the first the half of the third map, I believe NTNS will have a really tough time you know, come back from here. And as we're speaking, Storm's getting killed, but they do get the refire, I believe so, on Zofia. So I mean, it's a 4v4 right now. Still winnable here for NTNS.
Angel playing aggressive as well. I mean, who's that? That's Amani beneath him. So if Amani was to come out of that one room, oh, and he just barely missed him. How unfortunate. That's like the array of opportunities. And if he was to stick to the first opening, he would have also gotten the kill in Sarah's. All of these missed opportunities that there are in a single match that we usually as players don't see, but we right here as casters do realize that exist. It is somewhat infuriating to me personally. Ayuz is going to get a kill in Sarah's, so that OnlyFans victory is looking a bit less likely, as you know, it's a 3-4 situation. Amani is still bogged down because of a fight with one of those roamers. That's, I'm not sure if it was Ayuz or Kunai, but yeah, there's no actual progression made for OnlyFans, and the timer is running low, so they're going to have to make something happen pretty quickly, and that something is just not going to come to pass seemingly.
So we see here, I mean, NTNS an advantage right here. They want to maybe play a little bit more passive. They do have smokes, they do have C4s, they do have intel with those maestro cams. Buck still below though, and I believe we may have still roamers here on NTNS side.
We do.
Yep, Kuna here roaming. He still has a C4 here that, you know, cancel the diffuser.
Yeah, and who has the diffuser? Kozak. Oh gosh, Kozak falling down right here. So the two remaining attackers, like, they're not playing for OBJ directly. 12 seconds on the clock. Yeah, Mani has to rush up those stairs now. Percy right here, he's working on that. Yeah, and Amani, the roamer, was no, Amani has been cut down by Kunai and reloading while Angel is shooting at you. That was not gonna work, was it? So there you have it. NTNS not dropping the one round they truly needed to win. Congratulations would be of order, but you're not out of the woodwork just yet, right? Round number 6, 4-2, 2-3. Sorry, we're 1-1 away from that. Hypothetical, 3-2. Now you have to win this round, because no matter what comes next, at best you can only equate OnlyFans' score. And the unfortunate, you know, piece of tidbit of information that is going to depend off of that is that at best you are going to go on an equilibrium state into a state of disadvantage, because they're going to be attacking next. So all around, is it too late for NTNS? No, let's just stay positive for a second. But they're going to be in hot waters pretty quickly, no matter what happens.
So we're going to see these guys going back trophy in statuary that they did lose 2 times. But I believe if NTNS are able to put this round on the board, they might have a really good chance of you know, come back from that 0-3, because matter of fact, that if they do win this round, they're gonna be having the momentum here, because they're gonna be the one come back in from the 0-3 by putting 3 rounds in a row. So by going attack here with the momentum and the confit, like you know, how could I say this, but you know, by being I wouldn't say, like, I don't have the words for it, but I mean, they can come here and like be super positive and not be like as much negative that they might have been 3 first round. You know, when the momentum is down, you lose 3 rounds in a row. When you come back 3 rounds in a row, you got the big momentum right here, and you can just, you know, come back from this game, even though you're going to attack.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, let's just use historical precedent to illustrate what you're saying. The very first map, NTNS won it 7-0. So they had this huge momentum. You know, the win was in their sails as much as can be, and that did carry them through the harder patch of winning the attack-sided round. And that could just happen again. Granted, we're not going to be seeing a 6-0 scoreline split for the halftime mark, because of course OnlyFans have won a few rounds. But a similar, just smaller situation is still absolutely possible. Seemingly, there is going to be a vigil somewhere, but Kunai, even though he's jamming the drones, he's a floor below. So all around, he could be, you know, distracting OnlyFans, making them believe that he is around the aviation room, turning their attention towards that side of the map, and, you know, appearing behind them. But Cyrus just did toss an air jab right there. And that's trigger control. I would have been baited by Cyrus's position on presence or proximity here. But yeah, those air jabs could be problematic because now he can no longer just easily rotate or push back. So let's see how that's going to happen.
He ain't gonna be able to rotate by not making any noises. I believe those nomads are pretty well placed. He does kind
Yeah,
of be able to.
he can shoot it
one.
down, but
Yeah.
they're going to hear that.
He does.
Attackers have
He does
located a
may
bomb.
He does able to be to rotate behind these guys. I don't believe
They're
these
too
guys
far
got
away.
any info. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't have any intel. Oh, but Buck does get the kill though. Wow.
Was there a
good job.
drone?
There
Must
might
have been.
Yeah, there must
Yeah.
have been one.
So that's going to be first kill for OnlyFans. They're now basically ready to keep on pushing into bomb side. Those pre-fires by Storms are just not going to yield any kind of kills. And Ayuz is ready because Kozak, of course, is going to try to open up the wall from that window over there. Let's see. Oh, but I believe there's also a Maestro Evil Eye. Let's take a look at this. Impact grenade also. So yeah, that was Hibana trying and failing due to any kind of existing utility. That's going to have to be eaten up before. Oh, smoke. Not having the gun up. That is going to be fatal. Amarak is going.
Oh my
What
god.
are you doing? Ayuz. Lycos, now in 1v5 situation. If somebody can pull it off, it's going to be him, right? Alda, 80 bullet mag, all that good stuff. But still, he is going to have to try as right there. There is Cyrus holding the angle, and he's not going to get the kill. He is. No, that wasn't Cyrus. Oh, wow. Okay. No matter who it was, OnlyFans is going to win it with a flawless round.
Absolutely, and I believe right here, it's mostly on OnlyFans side because we've seen these guys playing defense in Clubhouse. These guys are solid on defense. They haven't given any rounds in on attack site when they were playing Clubhouse. And I mean, ain't gonna lie, I believe NTNS this round missed a lot of shots, missed opportunities right here. Vigil missed and barely a Nomad, thus managed to flank, but Buck is you know, either it was a drone or Buck outsmarted that Vigil right there. And I mean, I believe like when my dying so early, and after Sophie's able to swing side, get a double kill and smoke, and I either third kill, maybe a triple kill. I'm not sure who killed Ayuz, but Ayuz, I believe, didn't have the information on Zofia that was already in sight. And after like, I mean, it was a flawless round here for sorry, OnlyFans. So I mean, right now I believe that by having a flawless round, and here OnlyFans rotating on defense, that I do believe are probably better at. I believe OnlyFans gonna be winning this game.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, at the end of the day, OnlyFans, they are the reigning champions from last season. So if you want to look at it that way, they're defending a title which they rightfully earned. And this would also lend a lot of credibility to the fact that they're kind of likely to win any game, any given game for the entire season. It's not a given, but it is somewhat likely once again by referring to the historical precedent which they've set. Extended hold is going to be set up here by Kozak. Interesting situation, interesting idea, because he's smoked, right? So he's not gonna have the great range to get the kills on to the other bomb, to the other doorway, to the other end of that one room. So I'm not exactly sure if he's setting this up for him or for somebody else. Furthermore, reinforcements there. Oh, and that is really just to protect you when you're playing a wall-based game with that wall. The reinforcements right here. Barricade up on which doorway? This one. Forcing the attackers to make some kind of noise before they can enter in. So that's the idea, not really to block the push as a whole. But with that being said, NTNS are going to be playing for the verticality, and Amarak is there respawning in kind.
So I mean, we see here OnlyFans going out as well, kitchen first round. And he's gonna be trying to do the same thing I believe that OnlyFans did by taking control above. The only thing we gotta see right here is that does NTN gonna be able as well to do it, as well as OnlyFans did it first round. First kill here goes to Kunai, I believe, on Cyrus that was playing Goyo. So I believe that's one -1 C4. Really good first pick.
Yep. I mean, the only first pick that could have been more important would be, for example, smoke. Oh, and right here, Amarak, what were you doing? You not being behind any kind of cover is you banking on your reaction time, and that you were just not delivering in that instance. Oh god, Percy falling down as well. So yeah, OnlyFans' hold may not be as strong as we might have expected it to be. It is going to be. How did he get a kill there? Okay, so Percy is down, likely to be shot down where he is. I mean, nobody's gonna be. Storm didn't see him.
Yeah, barely misses. That's mute. I believe that it's gonna be still 4v2. Mute here down. They need those kills like Amani got right here. They gotta maybe play aggressive, try to get those solo kills. They barely missed him. Oh, will they see him?
Yeah,
they
there
do
you
finally
go.
see him. Here you go.
That was just a formality, though. Let's be honest.
Smoke here playing off-site. I believe it's might be the play to do right here because they do have above control. So you want to play maybe off-site, try to get those early picks or those trades. If you can bring that to 2-2 and retake site at that point with those smokes,
Yeah, it could be huge.
OnlyFans could absolutely win this round. Yeah.
But even looking at this, it's not even too late to just hold on to OBJ. Like, Likos is better sitting foot. That other doorway right here, so Kozak can have a really good cross angle to actually deny access to the doorway of OBJ, but he's not looking right. I use this right there. The shotgun could be dangerous, but no, he is going to miss the first shot. Gets the second though, but Amani died at the meantime, so you were kind of wishing for a 2v2 situation. 1v2 is as good as it gets considering the situation. Right there, oh, did they trade? They did trade, but I mean, there was still one NTNS player alive. Which would have been Angel, and that kill cam is going to be worthless. So, your analysis of the round?
So I believe we saw right here NTNS playing really aggressive early round. No, my bad. I mean OnlyFans playing really aggressive right here early round, and that made NTNS grab those kills. Kunai grabbing 2 early picks help a lot NTNS, and having a 4v2 when there's probably what I believe was 45 seconds left is really good here for NTNS. I believe when we try to push site, plant diffuser, I believe we kind of step back, and I mean OnlyFans almost, by when I say an almost, like literally almost won that round just by clutching those kills. I believe they isolated those 1v1s really well. Smoking a double kill and trading at the end right there was kind of unfortunate because he was getting that kill. He could have played as well as Smoke's late round and stopping diffuser from getting planted. So, I mean, I believe it was a good round of from both teams. I believe OnlyFans might want to play a little bit more passive early on, play more crossfires, let NTNS these guys push your like them, so you can play those crossfires and at least get those refrags. And yeah, that's pretty much. If only one wants to win, I believe this is how they might want to be playing right here.
My one question regarding this next defense is going to be regarding Percy, because a castle, though not unheard of, would usually be used to like extend the one hole towards the wall that has been reinforced right here. So instead, he's likely to be there to like help out the extended hole, right? Like, for example, what's the point in barricading this one doorway? The idea is to be there when the attackers are going to be inevitably pushing in. So I'm not exactly sure what or why they're doing it. Playing for time at the end of the day is what castle is about, right? But
Yeah.
exactly how is that going to benefit them, other than the fact that it's going to take like the one Zofia charge to breach the castle barricade? I'm not entirely sure. Like the one window here, it does make sense. It cuts off a rotation, or it prevents a rotation from being cut off, should I say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a bit like unsure, but let's see how it works out.
Yeah. So what castle exactly are you talking about? The one in Study?
Yeah, the one in study, because the attackers will be funneling in through there either way, and the extended hold is supposed to like entice the attackers to come here because there's going to be a defender ready, as if this was a games and aviation defense.
I mean, if they're two playing that castle, obviously it's gonna be slowing these guys down. Because if like they're a split pushing, I would call, maybe Sophie's not gonna be there to break that castle, so she has to rotate back to get that castle. Here's Storm's barely missing the kill here on Sayers. Sayers 1 HP, barely 1 HP. But I mean, they didn't break the castle yet, and they're most likely pushing classical hallway. Never mind,
Alright.
attacking all rotating towards Master right here.
So if Storm was to be aggressive enough to put up a hole in that one wall, oh, it's been reinforced, he can basically cut off the rotation to get back on site. He can deny the retake pretty hard. That grenade, oh, he's not gonna get a kill though. Like, there is one silhouette on OBJ, not exactly sure which attacker that is, and Ceres is going to fall down to that fire. There was no way in hell he was gonna come out of there alive. Storm's getting another one. Now Percy is the last contender. He is gonna have to get back on OBJ. But yeah, that is looking unlikely. Storm is still there, got 2 kills without receiving one single hit point worth of damage to his person. Oh, Percy is now gonna break that trend. Nicely done. But yeah, he didn't quite eliminate the threats. Oh, nice.
I mean, I believe in OnlyFans is playing really aggressive here once again because there were way too many roamers. They're trying to retake side, but ain't gonna be possible. Smokey dying 2 nice ends, and Zovi's gonna get a kill from for herself. Barely misses here. I believe was Angel, who peaked. A little bit unfortunate here, for a timing, but I mean,
Yeah, it was.
it was a flawless round, a really good flawless round here from NTNS. Really good coordination, and I mean we saw a good rotation cut off from Storms, who was playing a Wolf window. I mean, I believe he got 3 kills or no 2 kills, I believe. So yeah, 2 kills.
He did get 2, but he also forced Percy to rotate elsewhere. So Percy had to walk down the main stairs to come back up through astronomy. So that did also play for time, even though he didn't get the kill proper.
Absolutely. And I mean, at this point, Zofia did get the kill, or finished the kill, my bad, on the castle. So I mean, I believe once again, OnlyFans are playing maybe a little bit too aggressive. They're either too much roam and they're not playing enough crossfires, or they may not having the communication that they need to. Because I mean, by getting this wolf window, and NTNS did really good because they were committing steady side, and when they see there was so many roamers on steady side, what I mean by steady side would be aviation and games room. They rotated back on the master side, and just by taking that wolf window, they can cut all the rotates from coming from 90 and red stairs.
And there were 4 of them.
Exactly. So,
Sorry to interject, but there were 4 of them that were caught off there. That was
Exactly.
amazing positioning. And to be quite frank, it was an obvious flaw in OnlyFans' defense. Like, there's no reason why you would have 4 roamers holding on to the one angle.
absolutely.
That's just an obvious point of failure.
Absolutely, and this is what OnlyFans gonna take note on. And here we see these guys going pretty much for the same hold, maybe a little bit less roamers. We see Kai here playing on the in the aviation, astronomy. So we might play a little bit more passive here on OnlyFans. And this is mostly like what we should see from OnlyFans. A little bit of adaptation here.
Kunai's play is interesting. So he's in an old office, not making any sound, any noise. There's no roamer on the basement floor, so he's likely to find his way up to the kitchen. Once again, nobody in the kitchen, no roamer anywhere near. So he could even make his way up to astronomy, unheard, unseen, and that could be amazing. Like, Kozak is on the drone, so he could be... I mean, this is wishful thinking at this point, but I imagine Kozak stays on the drone, and Kunai just rushes in through that doorway, through that rotation, should I say, and gets the kill on Kozak. And there's nobody else, immediately speaking, that would be there to get an immediate refrag. Saras would have to turn around, but he would be rushing in, making his position known, or at the very least, he would not be an immediate threat. Wow. Okay. My
Immediate
spacing timing has to be worked on, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see those roamers though rotate earlier than the last round, and I believe it's not necessarily a bad thing. Here we get those roamers. Amani playing super aggressive, who's gonna be actually paying out, getting first kill here on Zofia. Really good pick, but we still got Ash here in kitchen, who could actually flank those roamers who did rotate astronomy side.
But he's very passive about it. Like, he's not trying to get the refrag. Oh, the cam saw him. It's not too late, unfortunately. And right there is going to be... Oh, no. Watch out. Watch out. Yeah, America is right there.
Good job. But I believe we did open the hatch from above Kunai. At this point, Jaeger got the kill.
Yep.
Good job here from defense. Good coordination. By the time we're speaking, Angel's going to get a word for himself. Going to get the kill. But Percy's going to get as well a kill on Sledge, who did get 2 kills last round from Wolf window.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Absolutely. And now it looks like the attack is going to be fairly bottlenecked. You only have to watch, you know, both entrances or both doorways to Master's bathroom, and that's it. Okay, so Lycos now is in Master's bedroom, but you still only have like 2 doorways to watch. So it should be a fairly easy thing to do for OnlyFans, considering the defenders are in a 2-to-1 situation. That flash grenade could be interesting. I don't know if America's flash, because he was really close to it, even if he turns around, you know. Reloading. Oh, that was a sloppy reload, and that's going to cost him the round, because Lycos now cannot hope to fend off a 1v4 push. He's going to get a kill, but of course, Saras is right there, gets the refrag.
And I mean, here we kind of see it. Like, OnlyFans played really more passive, rotated earlier when they see where NTNS is playing at. By rotating earlier, that means that and rotating from where they rotated is really good, because they didn't give any kills to Sledge, and I believe so that my bad, but I mean rotating as they did and playing as a team like we saw in Kunai right here. Kunai didn't have any chance because we had 3 guys in astronomy. Kunai trying to push those stairs. He gets the one versus Amaru. Both players, I believe, misses bullets or barely missed themselves. But we got Kite open and hatch, and Jaeger ready to shoot or pre-fire that Kunai that was playing just by Astro stairs. So I mean, right there, Kunai didn't have any chance. And I mean, we saw these guys playing really more passive and more coordinated as a team. So I believe if OnlyFans still goes in that way, they're most likely to be winning this map. But if they do keep playing like those 2 first round they did, I'm not so sure that NTNS is going to be losing this map. So this is what I believe. So.
But you're absolutely right in the sense that it can go either way. Like, right before the halftime mark, right before the row swap, I was kind of expecting this to go OnlyFans' way. Like, they truly did have the momentum, and there was seemingly next to little to nothing that NTNS could do to fend them back. But apparently, I mean, the momentum has just shifted, which is surprising because once again, they're attacking and somehow they're keeping not exactly the upper hand because they're still 1 point behind, but they're pretty damn close. So that is what is really catching me off guard because I did not expect that to happen at all.
Absolutely. And we're gonna see here NTNS going for master push, who is not who is that kind of likely because you want to get those that master and astronomy control. Make sure not to get flank and after you get 90 control. Yeah, I believe if we look right here on the OnlyFans side, we don't have any roamers on master side. So that master control and astronomy control is going to be really fast here for NTNS.
You're right. I mean, the only roamer is Sarah's, and like you said, he's nowhere near a master's bedroom. And like him being by Memorial or Dining, he doesn't have a nitro cell, so that it's not to stick a nitro to the ceiling. He is likely trying to make a play for astronomy stairs, but I mean, Kunai's gonna be there waiting for him, tossing a drone. So yeah, good luck with that roam game, Sarah's. Like, I do wish you the best. Oh, the drone didn't see him.
But he did hear him though.
Yeah, it did hear him, and now. Oh, no, I know he's running away, so Kunai's not going to get the kill off of that. Nice try, though.
I mean, I believe here Roman Jaeger might not be the play here, because when you're playing with a roamer that doesn't have a C4 and you're playing from below, you got to flank these guys. And if these guys have some flank watcher or operator that can do the job for them, like as Nomad, it's going to be really hard to flank, and you cannot put any pressure at this point by playing Jaeger and Roman.
No.
So at this point, you might just want to rotate on site.
Oh, he's making the main hallway, so he's going to be making a play for red stairs, which is interesting. Yet again, Kunai is going to be the bane of him. Plus, we can hear there's an air jab right there, so it is going to be a tough sale. Sarah's is still there, so he's still at the very least turning away some kind of resources, right? He's preventing Kunai from making a play for OBJ itself, which might be worth it. But yeah, he's just holding, like, he is one resource from OnlyFans, which is taking down one resource from NTNS. So is it actually worth it? I don't know.
I'm not so sure about that. Kunai here playing just barely not oh, but does. Yeah, you're gonna get down here. I was gonna say Kunai here would have played a little bit more aggressive, would have probably died right here. But oh, Amani's gonna get a kill for himself. We get the revive here on Storms. Storms with 20 HP left. I was gonna say it's good, it's looking good here for OnlyFans, but we do get the first kill for NTNS here on Smoke. It was a really good plan denial. A is getting a second kill for his team, getting a third kill for his team in a 3v2 situation, getting the kill on Zofia. Getting a double kill from Amara. Storm's in a 1v2 situation here. With 20 HP, that's not gonna be possible here for Storms. And I believe it was a really good round here from OnlyFans.
It was amazing round. Like, Sarah's was a passive aggressive. I don't know if that actually exists in playstyle terms, not in like communication terms, but like he was aggressive, but he was aggressive in making his presence known, not aggressive in actually like looking for the kill if it meant like to actually get in the situation where he was likely to lose his life, right? He gets the kill there, but he does not pursue it. Storm gets revived, he doesn't push it, does not want to risk his life. He wants to make them know, to make his position known. He wants to make sure that NTNS always have a doubt in the back of their minds, and that did prevent them from executing an all-out push for OBJ. And you saw how it went down, right? So at the end of the round, a lot of players still up, and just a flurry of kills. OnlyFans getting kill after kill after kill. Every NTNS player that did try to set foot on that bomb site was shut down pretty quickly. Look at that shot from Percy. That was amazing. And with that being said, OnlyFans are now in a match point situation.
Absolutely. And I believe, like I said, by Roman with Jaeger, you cannot play the C4, but you can rotate and flank these guys. And he did really well right here, just by downing that sledge or even making some damage to that sledge and rotating back. after I'm gonna take the same words as you said. You put in you know, a little pressure by behind these guys, and these guys are not safe. They gotta push, they gotta commit because there's not much time left on this round, but they can't necessarily just commit sight because someone might be flanking these guys. I mean, Jaeger did a really good job here, but I believe Ayus did get the refrag top main stairs on Jaeger. So, I mean, it was really good play here from OnlyFans, and Zofia playing really aggressive in the last round in a 3v2 was probably the move to do right here. You want to get those kills, bring back at least a 2v2, and after maybe playing a little bit more passive. She did get 2 kills that was obviously better than 1 kill, and after play passive, that was exactly what she should have done, and that's what she did, and they kind of clutched a man right there. So I mean,
So with that,
yeah.
go ahead. Just finish your thoughts.
So yeah, honestly, right here, it's looking pretty good for OnlyFans. It's a 6-4 game scoreboard.
Yeah, furthermore, like you said, it is a match point situation, and OnlyFans have 2 rounds to spare. So should something go amiss, they could still win a round this way. Oh, that is going to be Kunai's, and he is unsuccessful in shutting down the natural cell midair. Nicely done. It was actually an amazing throw, to be completely frank with you guys. So yeah, we are looking really good for OnlyFans now. I use tossing in the drone. It gets jammed immediately. How unfortunate. It's easy to shut down, right? But it is like these kinds of small annoying factors which will accumulate over time, and that ends up costing rounds. Who else is there? Like, there's Amrak right there. There's also Percy right on trophy room. How exactly is it going to turn out? So they're, of course, there to play in a symbiotic situation, right? Work with each other, save each other, that kind of stuff. But the attackers are there, and they're going to be mounting a push. Amrak gets 1, so that's now a 3v5 situation. Couldn't tell you actually which way it's going to go, because at the end of the day, the attackers should still have the numerical advantage, and they should still be able to flush out the roamers as far as the top floor is concerned. But so far, it's just failing. Everything they're trying just falls apart. Use right here, unfortunately, is going to be using up one of those explosive nades, but that doesn't matter. He still gets the Vulcan shield down. Plays for a bit of time, but at the end of the day, it's nothing too major. Percy's falling back. Amrak will also have to, you know, pull away. So that is going to be him walking down the red stairs, or should I say the astronomy stairs. How exactly are they going to go at it right now? Because he doesn't seem to be too stressed to get back on OBJ, and he's like in the middle of the corridor. He has no cover whatsoever. That was the play, denying those X-Caros, and that worked out flawlessly, as Lycos now has 6 of those pellets left. Could still open up a wall, but that would not be too easy.
Absolutely, and we see these guys having a really good control from above. OnlyFans playing as well from sight to help those roamers, and they do take two really good entry fraggers here for NTNS by losing no defender. And I mean, I believe they do have still a C4. They do have still smokes to deny the push. And if we look right here, they're going to be trying to push catch, and if smokes plays smart,
Oh no, I use.
unfortunately, it's gonna, yeah, it's kind of a little bit unfortunate here for NTNS. You can close up that round. Oh, in here, no. That's not gonna be possible here for NTNS. Won't be able to close that round. But like I said, these guys had so much a big advantage right here. No time on the board. They still had some C4s, and they still had as well some smokes. So yeah, huge comeback here. We ain't gonna lie, from OnlyFans. Losing first game, I believe 7-0 on
Absolutely.
Oregon. Yeah,
7-0.
After going back 7-3 and 7-4, I believe so, for second map and third map.
Yeah, they were dominant as far as the rest of the rounds were concerned. The rest of the games were concerned. It was an amazing play for them. And you know what? I personally cannot wait to pick their brains, because that kind of, that interview is going to be epic. Absolutely. Okay, so the map win has been added to map ban. Let's take a look at those replays. It was unfortunate, but it was a kind of an anticlimactic ending, if I can be totally frank with you, in the sense that there was no last minute push, all men rushing in from 2 or 3 different angles, flurry of kills, diffuser being planted, maybe not being denied, and then diffuser supposed to be being planted, 1v1 situation at the end of the diffuse timer, and then OnlyFans end up winning by the skin of their teeth. That didn't happen. I mean, it was just the logical conclusion to what we've seen for the past few rounds. So it was slow and methodical, both teams just killing each other, but OnlyFans happened to be out fragging NTNS, which makes sense, and it is absolutely going to land them the victory. But yeah, not as explosive of an ending as I personally may have wished for.
Absolutely, and we saw those guys, like, I mean, NTNS probably coming back having a pretty good momentum, winning 2 rounds in a row intact. But I believe OnlyFans did adapt themselves and saw that they had to maybe play more passive, and this is exactly what we saw. We saw these guys playing a lot more passive, a lot less aggressive, but still playing aggressive in those right moments.
Yeah,
and not missing those shots. And this is pretty much what made these guys win this round. Or this game.
It absolutely is.
No.
Yeah. So yes, I have poked Saris, asked him if he wants to do an interview. He is going to be calling me in 30 some seconds. I do have you as a friend, right? So I'm going to be able to add you to the group chat. I do. Okay, awesome. So yeah, Sarah's going to be calling me soon. In the same breath, I'm going to be adding this as a victory for OnlyFans. So 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then 7 to 3. And then 7 to 4. The idea being that we can now generate the next round of the bracket. So if there's any people over at Mishmash Gaming watching, you are of course going to be playing against OnlyFans. And at this point,
I believe we're
okay, yeah, he called me. Okay, so he called me.
Yeah, I'm going to join call as well.
Awesome.
Strolling. I needed those skill, bro.
Hello. Oh, Freezing's already in here. Awesome. So, hello, Saris. Hello the entire team. How are you all doing tonight? You're doing amazing, I hope.
Doing amazing.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. So, okay. My first question to you all. You said you are a comeback team after losing the first map 7-0 and like not losing faith, not losing hope whatsoever. But I mean, 7-0 is still a heavy blow. How were you still like how come you didn't lose hope, or why were you not
It was a warm-up.
Yeah, because, you know, Amani was stuck at KFC, so he couldn't be there for a warm-up scrim. So we did it on the warm-up scrim, bro, and yeah, we had to warm up on one map.
Exactly. That's why we lost the first map.
Gotcha. But I mean, for real, you lost the first map. What changed during the first and the second map to enable you to start winning your rounds? Well, that often, basically.
The map.
Okay, single-handedly, the map. You dislike Oregon that much, or
No,
NTNS, or
I
that
don't
good in
know.
Oregon?
We did we only had 3 days of practice. We added Amara to the team Friday.
Okay.
And I don't know what's up with us in Oregon. We scrimmed it we scrimmed it 3 times. Yeah, that's the map we scrimmed it more. And we never won more than 3 rounds on that map. Out of all the scrim, even when we were playing bad team, I don't know. We're just not able to do anything in Oregon.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And like we played like trash. It's not just like the map. Like we weren't like the player. Everything was just dog shit on our side in Oregon.
And that single-handedly explains why you were then able to start winning rounds on the other maps, aka Clubhouse. But here, furthermore, on Clubhouse, you won. You know, it was a 3-3 situation for the half point mark. But then you had a flawless defense. Like you did not lose a single round in defense. Why were you able to like overturn the quote-unquote back and forth that was in place once the role swap happened?
Refrags, crossfires, communication. Like communication on Clubhouse was way better than Oregon. Like changed everything.
Sure.
Like our drone or refrag, or like on defense, especially our refrag and our communication on cams and like people on site really helped.
Gotcha. So you know what? I'm just gonna go back to what we said before, or what you actually said before, and I'm gonna go off of that. Next week, you're gonna be playing against Mishmash Gaming, right? And if they were to bring you onto Oregon, what would you do, or what would be your response, or your defense mechanism to not lose another 7-0 in your next map if Mishmash were to bring you to Oregon?
Not being stupid and push blue all the time. That will help. Drone the hatch soft. That will help too. Like a couple like early game on Oregon, we got fucked by like the momentum and flanks or not communicating again. But
and Oregon were not shooting. Like we were losing every gunfight.
Yeah. So as like if we are able to like fix that and like fix different pushes, fix different crossfires on defense, it should be fine in my opinion. Gotcha.
Freezing, did you have any questions or any other suggestions to add to that?
I did have an answer, but a question. But I did you guys kind of did answer it. I didn't see first map unfortunately, but I saw you guys play. Like I'm talking about third map. I saw you guys when you went in the first half on third map when you went back in defense right on Villa. You lost 2 rounds in a row. What did you change exactly to after just not giving these guys any more rounds and just winning 3 rounds in a row?
From what I can remember, the particular round we lost, I think it was on Kitchen. Amara was stuck in Master because we had no refrag potential. Again, it's all based on refrags and communication, right? Amara said at some point, "You guys need to heal me. I'm alone." And when he said that, thing got killed like 10 seconds after because we had nothing to help him. So at the second we can fix that and like fix those issues that were just like in the setup pre-phase, prep phase, that it was gone. Like we were fine.
Absolutely, and this is pretty much what I was hoping as an answer, because I saw you guys play maybe more passive and play a lot more as a team, and like you said, refragging and playing those crossfires. From my part, I believe that pretty much what you guys did change and did pretty much
because
win this map.
We like you need to keep in mind that like maybe you do the strats 2 times in a row, but the players won't play the same like in the same way 2 times in a row. They might play more aggro, they might play on a different spot or whatever. So you can see the same reinforcement, the same rotate holes. But what if the guy is in statue instead of master, or what if the guy is top red instead of statue, stuff like that. So that's just like adjustments, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my last question to you guys would be regarding like the future. What's in store for you? Because your next map, we did allude to that earlier, or your next match, should I say, is going to be against Mishmash Gaming. And that team, I mean, you played against them last season, I believe. You did beat them because you were like the victors, but still, item number 1, item number 2. At this point, you're guaranteed to be at the very least 3rd. And I know you're defending your title, you know, because you were the winners of the last season. How confident are you going against Mishmash Gaming, knowing that they were able to beat 15% now Impact Esports 7-1 twice?
Go Sarah's.
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking for like
No, yeah,
10
it's fine,
minutes
it's
now.
fine.
Just tossing the question.
I was just typing in chat. Last time we played them, we won. It was a very, very close match. But we had no practice with the previous roster. I think at the time we were like, I don't think necessarily we were a better roster, but I think like on that day we were like better, because I think the roster we have right now requires practice to reach its potential. Like, and yeah, next week like we're gonna have one more full week to practice and to get better as a team and to work our coordination and all that shit. And yeah, I hope it's gonna be enough to beat them. And yeah, I'm confident. Like if we can keep the grind through the entire week.
From what we saw tonight was 3 days of practice with Amara. The only player that plays with him is me. He's my old teammate. So the fact that we didn't play that much together, like as a team, and still perform, in my opinion, pretty okay, like good. It could have been better, but it was pretty good. I mean, sky's the limit, I guess.
I get you. I get what you mean. So at this point, really, I think we've more or less touched up on everything. Every question that did pop to my mind. Freezing, do you have any more questions to ask them?
Not have many questions.
Awesome.
So yeah.
That's good as is, because we did take up enough of your time, I think. I mean, it's already 11 o'clock. So I will just end with like my last few little PSAs before shutting down the stream. And you might as well stay here because I will be talking about the next season. If you want to register again. If not, well, then that's just not going to be any bother to you. But item number 1 is the registrations for the open qualifiers for next season are already open. We are going to be playing them on the 23rd and 24th of January. So that's a weekend, obviously. Still over a month away, but hey, if you want to register, registrations are open. That's item number 1. Item number 2, at the very least, 2 spots are going to be open, and maybe more if some teams of their current season don't want to register to sign up again. So that is the exact amount of spots open during the open qualifiers is yet to be disclosed. And furthermore, now talking to you, OnlyFans and other teams that may be current teams that may be watching, I did send a DM to every team's captain. You have roughly a week remaining to decide if you want to participate or if you want to register again for the next season. In that instance, I think I did send it to Sarah's. So if you want to register again, just like let me know in DM after the stream. Also, if you do refer a team to us in the open qualifiers, and if that team was to win the open qualifiers and earn a spot in the main season, in next season's main season, then I would be taking $5 off of your next season's entry fee. So there's that. Other than that, I mean, I did hear the criticisms that you guys gave us, and most of what you didn't like is hopefully going to be fixed by next season. For example, we're going to be launching 2 leagues with relegations, similar to Pro League and Challenger League. So many of those unbalanced one-sided matches that we had this season should be gone starting next year, basically. So yeah, this is what I wanted to say. And like I said, Sarah's, if you want to register again, or OnlyFans want to register again, let me know. If you don't want to register again, also just let me know, so this way I'll have my answer for sure. And yeah, but without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this match. And now, OnlyFans, congratulations, because at worst you will be 3rd. So that is pretty encouraging in the sense that, I mean, monetarily speaking, the entry fee that you had to pay is going to come back to you guys. And that stream is lagging, but it's not my internet. You guys are still hearing me, right? Yeah, I think you are. Awesome. Yes, so I said pretty much everything I had to say. If I was to keep on talking, I would be repeating myself. So yeah, thank you for having been here. Have an amazing rest of the night, and see you again next week. By the way, every match next week, I'll put it as default on Wednesday, because it would be pretty last minute if you were to play on defaults on Monday. It's a quick little aside. So yeah, thank you for having been here. See you again next week. And with that being said, have an amazing rest of the night.
Yep.
You
See you guys.
Bye.
Bonsoir.
Good night.
See you guys.
The one tiny little thing I do want to do before we start, or before we leave real quick, is to actually seed or start the next round of the playoffs bracket. So I mean, the default starting time message, that kind of stuff, of course, is gonna have to be copy and pasted, but that's not the actual point I want to get across. Actually, you know what, let me jump into that POV. I know it is like a my personal stream POV, but it is still interesting, as NTNS and LFO will be playing. This Wednesday is going to be December the 9th. Okay, December at 8 p.m. And the match has to be played by December 13th. So yeah, NTNS against LFO are going to be going up against each other. Impact against Thirsty Bastards. There is that. And finally, of course, Mishmash Gaming and OnlyFans. Freezing. Okay, Freezing just texting me. So yeah, I've said also everything I had to say at this point. Do I have the yeah, let's just use the overlays we have at hand. So hey, I hope you did enjoy the stream. I hope you did enjoy the game. We did, as a side note, hit the highest amount of concurrent viewer ever for this channel, so that was also a nice little bonus for me tonight. I mean, I know I can't force people to watch, so I can't take the numbers personally when it goes bad, but when it goes good, well, I guess it's also a nice thing to have. But with that being said, have an amazing rest of the night. The matches aren't on default going to be next Wednesday, but of course the players can schedule them for whenever they want, so I'll let you guys know as soon as we know when the matches are going to be played. All right, with that being said, have an amazing rest of the night. See you again. And up, and so bye-bye.
Has been lost. Bomb diffuser disabled by